It's a trap!
Come get some.
Ah.
Uh-oh. Is your internet not working?
There we go.
Are we there? Okay.
We are there.
Great. Let's see if your interwebs hold out today.
Let's hope.
Well, I mean, the official statement is non-statement right now for the internet, right?
Right. I mean,
You mean?
the last.
I mean.
The truck guys know about it.
Okay.
Important, right?
Right.
And they're looking at it, and it has not repeated in a week exactly this time. So it is.
Okay.
It has been 7 times 24
this
hours.
time.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
this time
good.
it screwed up. So
that's pretty good.
So I've had 6 5 streams successful, so not bad.
Great. We've been playing Arky. I guess we should do an intro. Hold on.
Oh my goodness. What is up, everybody? I think we're good. You know what? I know we're good. Live, local, direct, live on point, coming to you free of charge, worldwide interwebs. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's 41st live edition. 41. Live edition, long time coming, anticipated, often duplicated, often supplicated, underappreciated, enough about you program. The only program where all of your base do belong to us. And features the nickel stand-up pink compensated talents of William Bishop, Blake Edwards, Stephen Full, mediator moderators. Make your time. Third round draft pick to be named later. 3 Bill 2 attempts, 1 dream. Broadcasting's finest train wreck. What is up? Minecrafter Sully.
Oliver Bass and all of your broken English.
Fat guys. Victory. Master Gimpy.
Mr. Gimpy, what's up?
Fat guy.
Sully.
West Dude.
Dan. How you doing?
Grim Phoenix presentation associated with YouTube, iTunes, available from every coast now, ladies and gentlemen. I got this fan. It's
Me? I'm a fan.
You're
Any
kind of a
complaints?
fan. You're
I'm a fan.
you got hat issues. The one, the only Dash and Dancing Pantsless Planters, Pope Hope, Newbie YouTube, Casual Cool Hat, GG of VOD, Special Extraordinaire. 2,000 hours of Terraria.
To the 500, I think today, actually.
10,000 hours of driving.
Oh yeah. Master driver.
Speedrun failure. Mr. William Bishop,
Literally
what's up, man?
2,500 hours. Hey, we did some practice today.
It was, that's what we'll call it. That's what we'll call it. We'll call it practice.
Speedrun practice. It was practice like a mother trucker. It was 5 hours of practice.
21 minutes, I should have full meteor gear and be pew-pewing.
Yep. 21 minutes.
Pretty much. Did not happen.
No, not a single time. We got really close with one other run, and we managed to skirt by without a meteor gear, but that was such a weird run.
Yeah.
We got to Waffle, and then we could not kill Waffle. We choked at Waffle. It's been so long since I killed Waffle with just dynamite. He was down to an hour.
That seems...
It's tough. You have to place it so well because the fuse is so long.
Yep.
He was down to 80 HP and 140 HP in 2 attempts, which is ridiculous. No, he was down to 30 HP first time. 30 HP.
That's so close.
I know. 1 star free hit, one anything hit. He was dead, right?
Right. Anything.
Nah, I was dead.
Two meteor guns? two meteor shots? At 30?
Maybe so. I think 1 star free hit would have done it. It
Right.
just depends on what pit of it I might hit. But I literally had only a jungle hat on. That was my entire armor. So a little bit painful.
That was all your armor was a
jungle hat. A jungle hat. No other armor whatsoever.
I'll
You
just
can't
do
really
this.
get armor on a speedrun. You just have to use that sex there. So last time I was in charge of OBS and production. I was the production guy last time, and that was really fun. I really enjoyed that.
It was.
I had a good time with that.
I know.
It was fun to throw up pictures and stuff like that, and have like a little while content was talking. I could like do funny stuff. It was great.
Yep.
I enjoyed it a lot. I think I might petition you to allow me to do that every other time.
You should.
That way I can have some creative outlet.
I think it was your best show.
There.
I think you were double engaged, more engaged than you were.
Because most of the time now I'm just like la la la, fiddling my hands.
Right.
La 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 la.
Here's the other thing I'm thinking about doing.
I'll type in chat sometimes.
I'm thinking about moving music over to the sound drop laptop so you can hear it also.
I like that idea.
Because it's just a little, little stuff in the background.
I'm down with that, yeah.
So I may do that. I may do that for next time. But I was just thinking about it as we were counting down. That'd be good.
I know you put music in your background 100% of the time. I try to do that too. Yeah, I guess I try to do that too. I feel like it fills up the dead space. Filling up the dead space is pretty important.
But
from a production standpoint,
I am up to here with copyrights.
Oh, really?
For
your music, right?
I've absolutely had it.
Try just doing game soundtracks if you can get away with it.
I did one time, and I did it on. I went to the Spotify channel for game soundtrack,
right?
And the Pandora channel for game soundtrack,
right?
Loaded with copyright stuff.
Weird.
It's like when an orchestra. It's a song will come up that I don't realize, and it's an orchestra playing the Final Fantasy VII soundtrack.
Oh, it's not actually the Final Fantasy VII.
It's not actually the soundtrack. It's an orchestra.
Oh my god! And then music identification is like, yeah, no, this is this version of this song, and these guys did that, and these are the license holders. Yeah, you're screwed.
And you're out.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
That's brutal. It's if we just had YouTube does have the listing of all things that are in its algorithm for being copyright, but man, it's a pain in the butt to individually check each and every song that played on your stream to
Yeah.
see if it's okay for YouTube.
And like
Ugh.
all the good ones are taken.
Right? Yeah, it seems like all the good music is made by people who want to make money off their music.
Right.
It sucks, man.
It sucks.
Where's my free music at, man?
Yeah, I know. Why
It's
couldn't
not fair.
Why couldn't George Michael's Freedom just be, free? Freedom. It's called Freedom.
Freedom.
Do you remember that song?
No, I don't know.
That was one of his most underrated songs. It was a hit,
Underrated.
to be fair, but it was good. Let me just excuse me.
Yeah. Give a clip, a little
Just
16 seconds
just
to refresh the memories.
oh yeah. We'll just do this here for a second. Let's pause ours. This dude, he died on Christmas Day, right?
No, God took him back.
Yeah. Poor old gay dude.
Being born on Christmas Day. Who's that guy?
This
The
one?
guy who discovered gravity. He was born on Christmas Day.
Newton? Isaac Newton?
Newton. God's gift to Earth. Newton.
Remember this?
Totally. Don't
No?
remember it. Nope.
Oh god.
When was the song released?
I don't even know.
Yeah, oldie.
It was uploaded to YouTube on 2011. You were clearly alive then.
It was- if that's our dating system,
Yeah.
everything is.
I mean,
uploaded
hey,
yesterday.
you got no excuse, man. You
Just
should have seen it.
refresh
You
it.
should have seen it. You should have seen it.
So something I did on my channel today,
What'd
which
you do?
I think I had heard about previously, but was unaware of. You can type in /followers, and it makes it so it's follower only mode. To be able to type in chat, you have to have followed the channel. Thoughts?
I'm okay with that. Kind of.
I immediately did it. How's that?
Is it? Do you have to set it every
Activated.
time or something?
No, it's permanent now. You just got to you have to turn it off if you don't want it to work. You gotta have follow the channel. There you go.
I mean, what's the downside?
I can't think of one. To be totally honest with you, so I've heard some people say that it's going to stifle viewer growth because people are. I don't know why they said that. Seems dumb. I don't know. I can't think of a reason to stifle viewer growth.
I mean, they're either gonna stay or go, and if they
Right.
stay, they're gonna click the button anyway.
Right. The process that I'm thinking is going to happen, someone joins a channel, they've seen the channel, they're like, oh, this is interesting. I'm gonna stay for a bit. I have a comment to make. I go to type in chat. Oh, I can't type until I follow button. Type in chat. Like just that's it.
Click one.
Right. Click. I mean, it doesn't matter. I can unclick if I want to.
The validate email is way worse.
Way worse.
Right.
Yes, I have validate email on. Got to protect from bots. Easy. That's a simple one. Everyone has validate email on.
Right.
Not everyone.
Well, not every. Okay. The rest of my stream team. Oh no, Blake,
Nope.
you're gonna kill your channel like that.
Oh my god, these people are crazy.
You're
man.
crazy. That just makes the trolls work harder than I do to ban them. Like,
yeah, exactly. That's all.
It gets
You have
my
to
ban
validate
down to
email.
my ban is one click. Their troll me is multiple. Just
Right.
cycle through. Right.
Exactly. That's exactly why we have that.
Right. Wow. I have to follow talk. Profanity ban. Thank you for the follow. Peace out.
Badger, why do we have to follow to talk? Simple. To encourage you to follow.
Yeah.
That has to be the end discussion, right?
Right. It is.
Why, Badger? Why would you make it follower only mode so that you'll encourage you to follow?
So click that goddamn button.
Why would you make it sub only mode to encourage you to sub?
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
that's. I don't. There's
Wha-
not a
but why
huge gap
though?
in lobby.
But why though?
Why? But why though? Because those follows though. Because those
Oh.
follows.
Oh man. But yeah.
Honestly.
Oh
think
my
it's-
goodness.
I think it's reasonable. Anyway, you can just type in /followers or /followers off in your channel.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. I'm
Little
gonna
pivot.
think about it, but I can't. I'm gonna poke holes in that all I can, but right now I can't think of a single reason why. So
Seems good to me,
I
man.
don't know. Seems good.
I don't know how. Apparently, it's been a feature for a long time, and apparently, at one point on Twitch, it was the standard feature. It was always like that. It was permanently enabled followers only. I
Right.
think it was a bug though, but it was a little interesting. There you go. That's what fat. Like, do we have?
/followers off. Right.
Can I turn followers on? Look, now our room is in follower only mode. And let's see who can't talk. See how many followers we get now.
Yes. Thank you. All right. Hey,
Yeah, we
everybody.
did it.
Yeah, we
All
did
the
it.
followers were enough about you. Yay.
Mhm. That's fine. You can turn on for here. I'm having a hard time thinking about. Yeah. Oh, okay. So here's the one thing I did hear from the stream team, the hidden level, right? So
Right.
it was the email, valid email, and the one thing I did think about was one of MC's mom. MC doesn't have it on, right?
Sure.
MC Games doesn't have it on. And one of his followers chimed into the discussion I was having with him, and he said, "Yeah, I have 4 alts, 5 accounts, 4 alts, and all of them are subbed to MC." So
Wow,
I
strange.
guess that case is prohibited. But I mean,
You
how?
can verify the email though? No, you can have as many accounts as you want. And
Right.
alts.
But
It only just takes a second to click. It's just clicking.
right,
It's no,
it is.
You
It
can't
is
not have those accounts. You're fine to have as many alts as you want.
right. But he said I wouldn't. He said I would not have had as many alts and alt subs to MC. And I thought, oh, okay. Well,
I think that's a really, really weird case.
or I could sub 1 and tip 20 every month. Right?
Yeah, there you go. If you
I
really,
mean-
if you really wanted to pay money to MC, you would just, if you really wanted to, you just give him $20 a month.
But I guess bumping it up subs helps you with the emotes. But that's
true.
that's a stretch for
That's a stretch because you need like 100s per
Right.
2 emotes or something like that.
right. You
Isn't
go
crazy?
from from 1. There's like big gaps between
Right, big
each,
gaps,
each stages, right? So
huge gaps. So
Yeah.
really pushing for anybody, honestly,
Right.
unless you're like pretty big,
right,
you're gonna have trouble getting new emotes.
right.
Alex is like getting he's like 100 new subs away from new emotes. Last
Yeah.
I heard him talk about it, so
That seems
that's a lot.
that's a lot of new subs.
It's emotes. Like, how bad could it possibly be? Like for
Yeah.
you to, and for the emotes, Ashley,
Right. I don't know.
it's very strange. Yeah, Twitch is so crazy.
Yeah.
They're nuts,
Yeah.
bananas. with
But I
this
mean,
stuff. don't
I wonder if
understand
you. this makes me wonder if YouTube's going to get in that game, right? If
it. The
YouTube,
emote only thing. Or
well,
the emotes
if
thing?
you
Yeah.
if YouTube is going to go this, okay, you have, like they have this whole thing about the Creator Studio, and it's based on your sub level. There's like a bronze, silver, gold, platinum level
Oh,
on
really?
their Creator Studio.
That's
Um,
interesting. I didn't know
yeah.
that.
And it's for content creators. I think it's mostly for let me see. Creator Studio. Yeah. It's one of these apps that I got. Creator Studio Help Center. And anyway, here you go. Let me put that in the chat for everybody. It's something that is interesting. There's the Creative Studio app, the basics. It also tells you your ranking, and you get extra exposure to new stuff and new things. I don't know what all you get. I'll try to find
Interesting.
that. But based on the number of subs you have, 0 to 1,000, 1,000 to 2,500. 2,500 to 10,000 or something. There's levels of it. So anyway, I'm in the 0 to 1,000. So
I would say a majority of YouTube is
Yep,
from the
I
0
think
to
so.
1,000.
I'm in that lower
Yeah.
tier.
Yeah. Everybody's in that one,
Yeah.
that category. I only recently got out of that category.
Right? That's good. That's awesome. Yeah,
That's great.
You're killing it, man.
YouTube's been doing great. We're about to hit 6,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Dang, it's awesome.
We're number 399,666 ranked on subscriber.
399,000.
Yeah.
You're in the
On-
top 400K.
I'm in the
Yeah.
half a million, yeah.
High five.
Just as a random little tidbit of information there.
Yeah. So you're saying there's a chance. Look
So you're
out,
saying
PewDiePie.
There's a chance. Oh yeah.
I'm coming for you, PewDiePie.
I'm coming for Pewds.
Only
If you
399,000
really, no
people to
problem.
stomp in front of me.
I shake hands. I make fans.
Yep. There you go. That's
One
good.
year. I mean, YouTube's been doing all right.
Yeah.
Everything on my side has been doing fantastic. We've just been knocking everything out of the park.
They've been killing it. They've been killing it. Yeah, mine is I'm redoing. I'm spending. So here's what I came to the conclusion. I'm spending too much time on my highlights that I'm doing right now. Is 1 or 2 per show, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to get it down to where I'm more like a YouTube content creator who streams. I'm still going to stream a bunch, but I'm going to make. So here's what Pizza Hut taught me with his raid. One, he raided, so
Right.
I was instantly, pretty much sold my soul to him, right? And just immediately, yeah, whatever you say. So then I went.
Thanks for going sell out.
Yeah, I went and explored what he does. He streams 3 or 4 times a week, and then makes 1 or 2 videos that's montages and good stuff and episodes and all that.
Right.
And then
so he's a guy who streams who does YouTube.
Well, he's a YouTuber who streams.
Okay.
Right. I think that because he has 80,000 YouTube subscribers or something nuts. Anyway, so his videos is he streams, gets subs, but he's looking for good content while he's streaming. Where is it? That's his main mission, is find good stuff that I can put into a video. It's not have a good time with his audience right there. That's a side benefit. His is get the cool stuff for his video. Let's do that. And then at the end he'll compile it all together and put out a video and get $100, $200 worth of views on that video, right?
Dang.
Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah. Right. That makes sense.
So what I'm doing is I'm, instead of having individual little highlights on Twitch that I export to YouTube, I'm going to start doing the same thing. I'm doing my highlights, but I'm recording the timestamps so that I could go back and grab funny bits, compress it into one video, throw it on YouTube. And I think I'm going to start not doing highlights on Twitch at all. I think I'm just going to I'm recording them, and I'm going to capture them, and then put them out to YouTube, and that's it. That's all my highlights. So that still means I can't do copyright stuff, because then I'll have this audio in the background that goes over. If it goes over 19 seconds, it'll trigger my highlight video that I'm trying to do as flagged, and then I lose all the revenue off of my cool highlight.
Which is freaking terrible.
Which is terrible, right? I hate it. So I still can't do any of that business, so I'll probably either do no music, start doing no music, or just these little drum beats in the background, which are not really copywritten, right?
Yeah.
So anyway,
my game is the way I've been going for that, just because I just play whatever soundtrack I have. But like you said, there's some circumstances in which looking up game music isn't going to get you what you're looking for,
right?
As far as non-copyright.
For now, my little drum beats in the back all kind of fit ARC, because it's all this tribal drums and hunting and all that sort of stuff. So it all pretty much makes sense. Like after every time we're out in the wild, we're out in the jungle, and there's like, and like we're hunting. There's some dinosaur bearing down on us, and it's exciting or whatever. But it's not copywritten drum beat, right?
And I think music does help your stream. I think good set music helps your stream.
Yeah, yours is perfect because this is Terraria, and you're lucky, or you're not lucky, but you're in a good situation where the Terraria music is pretty amazing, right?
Yeah, there's lots of it.
And there's lots of it, Copywritten. Thank you, Destroys. Seems good. Yep. All right. Anyway, real quick, I have 2 things. Tropico. A lot of Tropico stuff is on sale.
One of my favorite franchises, easily.
Yep.
Easily my favorite.
Tropico 4 is on $750. Tropico Collector's Bundle, and then Tropico 5 is also on sale. Anyway, good stuff for Tropico.
It's on Steam?
Yeah, on Steam. Humble Bundle has a free game. It is called Dirt Showdown. It is 100% off.
Is it a racing game?
Yeah. It's a little racing game. Dirt Showdown. I think it's dune buggies and dirt cars and all that stuff. Otherwise, I didn't see anything on the Humble Bundle that was worth that was anything. Nothing else grabbed my eye.
See, Tropico Pot 5 is $7 right now.
Yep, there you go.
4 is $4. My gosh, pick it up.
Grab that.
The first Tropico is $1. Oh my god, buy that.
Yep, you gotta have that.
I don't have the first Tropico.
Oh, you don't?
Oh my gosh,
you don't.
I don't.
See,
I had it on a
I
CD
feel like
way
going back
when.
and doing those might be painful on a game like that. There's no
Nah,
really.
nope. Because the guys who made these initial ones were amazing.
Really?
Honestly, they did such a good job. Like the UI might be the thing you're like, the UI is
Yeah.
a little clunky, but it looks great. The
Right.
music is fantastic. It's killer still. They're still fantastic. And
Cool.
that's why I just picked up Tropical 1 because I will literally play that. I still play games from 1990. Nostalgia too strong.
What is your nostalgia game? That's a good one. That's a good one. I was thinking about that.
XCOM UFO Defense, easy peasy.
Oh, really? Okay.
They shooting the game multiple times.
Oh, yeah. I saw that one. I saw that one from the Wayback Machine. Yeah.
From the Wayback.
From the Wayback Machine.
It works just fine. I mean, so the game is so old that it was made, released, sold, I think 1992, and then sometime after the game was entirely remade by people who just were fans. And it's fully rebuilt, but eventually some guys decided to make the entire game over again, and it looks way better.
Cool.
It feels way better. You guys look a bit better.
Yep. Hit me up in chat. Tell me your favorite nostalgia game, especially if it branches out of the 2000s. That'd be awesome. Mine is
1994 initially released date for
Yeah.
1994. It's got a 10 out of 10 in Steam. I don't know if that means anything, and a 4.9 out of 5 on good old games.com.
Oh, it was amazing. I mean, it's amazing. It's.
I mean, is it amazing? I guess it pulls me back still now, so I guess that makes it amazing.
I would say okay, groundbreaking.
Groundbreaking. Oh, definitely.
Groundbreaking.
Oh, yeah.
Up until that point, nothing like it, right?
Yeah.
Super
definitely.
original. It kind of had the same thing as Portal, right? It was kind of like
you went into it, and this is the first time I've ever seen anything like this ever.
Yep. Yeah.
What is this? This is crazy.
Right. Mine is probably that orange. My nostalgia doesn't go back as far as yours, but mine is that whole orange box. I will occasionally, once a year, I will dig out.
Okay.
I'll always dig out Team Fortress 2 a couple times a month and go murder some face in Team Fortress because I'm good at it, and 2, it's awesome.
It's nice to be good at it. I'm
nice
not good at XCOM, actually.
Right.
Really bad.
You're not. I'm no llama chomp, right? So
Right.
those guys.
Oh, man,
but,
Llama kills the XCOM.
but those guys agonize over every move and every decision.
See, that's why people love that 1994 XCOM, because you can do that for 20 units on the board.
Right.
And it can take you 6 hours to complete a single
One
mission.
combat,
Right.
6 hours.
Multiple sessions
Right.
of one single mission. And that's why the newer XCOMs are like, no, God, jeez. The player does not want to spend 6 hours on a single mission. The amount of dedication that it takes to come back to the same game over and over and over and do that 6-hour mission is extreme. So let's make it into 4-6 size units, something
Right.
like that. Let's not make it bigger than 10, definitely. And we'll roll with that rather
Yep.
than the insane amount that you get on XCOM, which is okay. The new XCOM games are okay.
Right.
They're fine. There's nothing wrong with them.
Yeah, but Lawlash and Llama Chomp, they will min-max the crap out of every single battle.
They can still take forever. You need to. Those games are brutal.
They do.
Brutal.
And sometimes that is your only choice.
Yeah, you're
that's
gonna
the-
die.
That's the only way you're gonna make it through.
It's not nice.
Yep.
So I did some solder work the other day. So I bought a 50-foot extension. Solder work. 50-foot extension for my earbuds. And it turns out the manufacturer was selling them super, super duper, super cheap, because this cost me about $8 for a 50-foot extension. So the reason I bought the 50-foot extension, let me explain that also first, because the 6-foot extension was $1 less. So I was like, well,
That's okay. What you have just illustrated is
it's kind of hard to
the
say
problem
no.
with drink sizes and popcorn sizes and
Right.
everything else.
I can just, for $1
Look,
more, I get.
For $1 more, I have this tub of popcorn.
Why not?
What would you do? Right?
What would you? Well, I can't say no to this deal.
It was $6 for a medium, and then $7 for this vat.
Might as well.
Might as well.
Let's get the vat. I can just stop eating once I hit a medium amount, and I only wasted $1.
So
It's fine.
all you needed was a 6-foot extension, just
I
to,
needed a 6-foot extension,
so that you
I'm
could
not even,
so you
even
could
a
stand
3-foot
up,
extension.
so
I can stand up, right,
like
and move
this,
around.
right.
Exactly. It's exactly what I needed. but I could not say no to the 50-foot one. I couldn't. I was there on the Amazon page. Both of them had Amazon Prime. I didn't read any reviews though, which was my bad. Because we'll get to that. And I was just like, I can't do it. Who wouldn't eat that much popcorn? Even if you don't eat the popcorn, that's not the point, Hart.
Right.
If I don't ever end up using the other 48 feet of this extension cord, who knows? Right? Anyways, there was an issue, however, because the reason this sucker was so cheap, a monster. The reason this sucker was so cheap is because the manufacturer miswired it. It's backwards. Right is left is right. So I couldn't use it for gaming. Probably for sitting and watching a movie, it's totally a-okay, not a big deal at all. I would see right here. I'm gonna eat the popcorn. Not a big deal at all. But simple fix: cut the wire open, solder them, the way that they were supposed to be.
Oh, really? That's what. No problem.
Boom.
What you need some. Yep, you need a grommet thing to where.
I could have done the shoot. What's the word? It's supposed to be the C. Crimping. Crimping. I could have crimped. I could have done. I don't like crimping. It's okay. I'd prefer to solder it.
But you need stress relief so that you pinch out so that if I pull that thing, it's not going to pull your solder apart. It's going to pull on the jacket.
That's a good idea.
And there's some grommet or whatever stuff. I used to work at.
I'm a soldering noob.
Yeah, I used to work at a cable shop. That tape, if you accidentally pull on it, it's going to pull at the weakest point, which is your the solder or the tape. So.
Well, that's why the tape's on it. Okay, because it's going to be pulling out the tape.
Right.
But I guess what I could have. Okay, I'll keep that in mind because it'll probably break at some point.
Probably.
I'll have to redo it.
Right.
Not too big a deal.
Right.
I'm excited to whip out the solder gun. All right. I was ready.
So I had an economics professor explain to me that one problem and ask. And here's the question: is $4 for the medium, $5 for the 42-gallon bucket, right?
Right. The economics professor.
Right. So his
questioning this.
So he said,
I'm ready.
When you finish, so the question to ask yourself is, should I buy the big size or the small size, right? He says, if you would pay, if when you get to the end of the medium, you would pay.
I would like more.
You would pay $1 for more. Then go ahead and get it. Otherwise, if you either won't finish the medium or the medium will exactly satisfy you, don't get it. Right? That's the perfect question. That's the perfect question. But here's the problem: is there's no way to know until you get through at least 18 of those 42 gallons as to whether or not that. Right?
You can. Sure. Yeah. I guess that's probably the quantitative way to go look at things.
Right.
If you got through that amount of gasoline, then you should have got the higher amount of gasoline.
Right. Whatever it is. Yeah. But if you can predict that the lower priced medium will satisfy, then you go for the lower one. Otherwise,
I could not effectively predict that the 6-foot cord would satisfy over the 50-foot cord. I couldn't do it.
Right.
I have no idea what my living situation. I could be broadcasting from who knows where now.
Right.
Think about the possibilities that we have together.
Right.
With 50-foot cord.
You could go out and down and around.
Yeah, I go down the stairs.
Right.
And still listen to my computer. Privately.
You could still. I don't know that you could keep up with chat. You could. It doesn't come with a mic. That's a problem.
Does not come with a mic now.
That way, you wouldn't even have to take breaks. You could just go AFK for a minute and you just walk, and then you just. Oh, I'm just gonna go off here and say, okay, well, and they see this long cord go like this. Right. I
don't think the only time that's ever been useful is when I had my Bluetooth.
Yep.
Blu-ray, wow. High definition CD quality earbuds where I could walk away and listen to what was going on, and I had people on Discord. Oh, by the way, speaking of Discord, I need to give this to you desperately because there is a new Discord CLR browser capture, which is extremely. I told you about it already, did I?
No. This. No. Yeah, that's it.
It's very, very interesting. Let me see if I can actually pull it up and share it with you guys.
Good.
It's really good stuff, man. So another streamer I saw had it. It's pretty much perfect. We had a solution like it previously. Basically, what it does is like I would be talking right now, and there'd be a small symbol on screen that would say my name in Discord and have me lit up. And then when I stop talking, it disappears. And that will show on screen. So when you have Wi-Fi with you on stream, he can be quiet for an hour, say something, his name would pop up on stream. It would notify the viewers that he's speaking, and there you go. That's always what you want to do, and you don't have to mess with it. If I jump into your private room, boom, it already sees who I am.
Pop.
It sees that I'm talking. There you go. You don't have to put on audio guest the video game badger anymore.
Yes.
I've got it set up for tomorrow. I've got it set up for my private room too.
Yep.
Super easy to do. The only thing that you're going to want to do though is there's a one click that you'll have to make, because while you're by yourself, it will still pop your name up.
Oh,
Show
right.
that you're talking.
Okay.
You could crop that out maybe with some finagling though.
Right.
So maybe tomorrow I'll get some more experience with it and I'll let you know.
Cool. Yes, that's
Pretty
good.
cool. I think they started it like 3 or 4 days ago. I think it's from like somebody who does Streamlabs or something like that.
That's fantastic.
So
Yeah.
oh yeah. There used to be something just like this previously, and it broke with the new version of OBS, I believe, and then it never was fixed.
Right. That's very good. Oh man. All right. So 2 things.
1, 2.
All right, hang on. Nostalgia. We got some nostalgia in the chat. Let's do
All right,
this
so that
first.
link is discordapp.com/streamkit.
Cool. Okay. Math Blasters, says Ashley. 1993. AOE 2,
Someone had
Age of Empires.
Age of Empires,
Sim
right.
Safari. Yep.
Oh my gosh, Sim Safari.
Mm-hmm. Looney Tunes Sheep Raider and first Spyro the Dragon. Spyro the Dragon was very good.
PlayStation.
PlayStation.
Oh baby.
PlayStation Spyro the Dragon. Every time I talk about Spyro the Dragon, I think back to the hands down most beautiful woman I ever dated. I was so far above my league. Above my league. Hotness.
Okay.
She didn't work out. You don't marry for hot, you marry for awesome. Okay? Right?
Def.
You
Marry for.
yeah.
Marry for tolerable.
Well, you marry for awesome, you don't marry for hot. Okay,
Right.
there's my life lesson for you, right?
Your life lesson for me is personality is important. Yeah, thanks.
The whole package. The whole package is important.
Right.
Right. So, but this one was this one was clearly out of my league. No. Clearly out of my league.
Okay, when was this?
Back in the day. And I had Spyro the Dragon on PlayStation.
What is this? How I don't understand.
And she goes, "Oh, cool, you got a PlayStation. Can we let's play." So we kind of played around PlayStation.
You guys play with your joysticks? You play with joysticks together?
PlayStation.
You guys are both playing with joysticks.
And she goes, "Oh, Spyro the Dragon." And I said, "Well, I gotta let me cook or something. I was gonna go make some chicken or whatever, or barbecue or something."
Chicken.
And she says, "Here, while we're not playing 2-player here, let me try some of these other 1-player games." She put in Spyro the Dragon, loved it, so much so that she would come over, and anytime I was not around, she was into Spyro the Dragon, so much so that there was times where I had to go to work, and she would play at home Spyro the Dragon.
She'd be at your house.
She's at my house playing Spyro the Dragon.
So I love Spyro. Spyro's great. I wonder what the target audience of Spyro was.
I want
Do
to.
you have this girl's number, by the way?
Yeah.
If any girl is into video games
Oh
so
yeah.
much.
Yeah. Things did not work out, but it was good while it lasted. I want to say that Spyro extended that information, that relationship, probably another 6 weeks more than it would have if I hadn't had Spyro the Dragon.
Yeah, definitely.
So there you go.
Introduced in 1998.
Yep.
So that girl was at least 8, right?
That means you were at least 8.
I was 8. Yeah, I was 8 at the time. I remember playing Spyro still though.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. So that was Spyro was a good thing for me at the time. Anyway, there's my Spyro
What
story.
a random memory. To be like, yeah, this girl dated me because I had Spyro.
Well,
I don't think I've ever had a similar experience. Not even close.
see, that's
No girl has ever been over and she'd be like, "Oh, I love your video gaming systems."
Yeah, she's like, hey, yeah, sure, let's play. She likes sports. Actually, here's the cool part: is she worked at a what was called then a travel agency. Those don't exist anymore because the internet broke them all. most of them.
No, actually, okay. So I was joking about the 8-year-old thing. How old were you guys when you were like super into
I
Spyro
don't
the
know,
Dragon?
probably right after college. I don't know.
Well, you know, it's a kids game, right?
What are you talking? I'm a gamer.
It's not even. That's not your.
Gamer.
It's actually a kids game. Did you look at the art of that game?
Yeah.
It's like Banjo-Kazooie. Well, I guess Banjo-Kazooie is not necessarily a kids game. I feel like that's a much more child-focused game
Yeah.
than a 20-plus-year-old to be like, "Oh man, I'm really into Spyro, guys."
No, I had Spyro. It was okay. She looked at it and went, "My jam."
Okay, well, fair enough, I guess. Yeah, you necessarily say that you were super into
Yeah.
Spyro. Would you rather right now, guys? Go take it.
Yeah, go take it right now.
Would you rather? Let me pull up the straw poll for who's gonna win.
Yeah, Mary Whataburger. There you go. So, all right. Okay, we're gonna do this one.
I thought it was a very,
Yeah.
Very nice story. I mean, yeah, that was pretty off the wall.
Yep.
Yeah. By the way, Spyro got me. Yeah, Spyro was good for me.
It was
Spyro
good for
much
me.
Better than any video game. XCOM UFO Defense never got me a girl.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. There you go. And then, okay, so two things.
Oh boy! Story
And
time! Story time! Story time!
All right.
No, you have to get the and one more thing.
And
from,
one more thing.
Jackie Chan's.
So,
animated
oh yeah, you did
animation.
the one more thing. All right. So
And one more thing, because you do that all the time.
last weekend, Saturday, I had a wedding to go to for my my brother, stepbrother. So Friday, I rolled up and got my hair cut. Nice
Did you?
on,
Even
on
notice.
nice like.
Your
oh,
hair
yeah.
grows still?
Yeah.
At some point, as you get older, it stops growing, right?
No,
You're not at that point yet?
it always grows.
No, it doesn't.
It grows after you're dead. I'm kidding. Look.
Okay. It's gonna go crazy on you.
What?
Sir?
What? Sir?
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 Incorrect.
Sir?
Living in the 1800s over here. It grows after you're dead, so
Sir?
your fingernails, you're still alive after you died. With every zombie movie ever is like, yeah, you're alive after you die.
All right.
I don't know what haircuts are. I think what I'm gonna do, I've decided, I'm gonna put up a goal, 2 competing tip goals. Cut your hair, keep your hair, and then we'll see what audience wants.
That's
to
very
do.
good. You
Cut
should.
my hair, keep my hair.
Ashley, why don't you
Yeah.
rule in? Why don't you rule in on haircut? I bet you're saying cut it. So,
Two Ash wants me to cut it.
yep. Yeah, there you go. All right. So I rolled into this one place I go to. All I want for this is not complicated at all. What I want is a barber, and there's no barbers around near me. I
Just
go
hairstylists.
I go to the general family hairstylist, or I got to go into the like the ladies one and just get the baseline whatever. I want to pay $8 for just a barber to come chop the crap out of it, and it ends up
You're gonna pay
costing me
$13.
$14 because it's an upscale.
Right.
Right. I want the medium. I don't want to pay the $6 extra for the tub of popcorn. I want this.
See, this battle, this internal struggle, is I don't want to pay for a person to cut my hair in such a simplistic manner, is why I have been cutting my hair for years.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
good.
Right.
fine.
Right.
If I
So-
wanted to fade, I can kind of do okay with,
If
having
okay,
it higher on top.
if I could detach my own head and put it in front of me,
Yeah.
then I could do awesome. Like I cut Ash's
You
hair.
have like a couple minutes of you being like perfectly fine with your head detached.
Right.
You can just-
If I could put my head in front of me for about 18 minutes, I feel like I could get
Yeah.
some stuff done for sure.
you can get her done.
Right.
I mean, think of the mess. You could do a lot of that. That could be very useful to be able to attach your head from your body.
Totally useful. I would
Very useful.
shave. I would put myself right here and shave, here because I think because I've got.
Well, no. Actually, hold on. No, it wouldn't. We're idiots because your eyes are attached to your head.
Look, I've got. Look,
It
it's
would
a
be
theory.
very
It's on
difficult.
paper right now. Okay. I haven't. It's not like
It
I've
would
worked
be
out.
very difficult to conceptualize how you would be your body's movements relatively to your.
I'm not saying
your-
I've
your
thought of
perception of
everything just
reality.
yet. I'm just saying if I had a head right here, I could get it done.
You probably could. Because you can't see what you're doing.
Look,
Okay, wait, hold on. You can pull your eyes out. That's where we should have gone in the first
Look.
place. Turn them around and have them levitate. Like 50-foot cord on your eyes, which allows you to look at yourself.
I'm
That's
just
what we really
saying
want.
it's a theory. It's not like we've improved it empirically, but if I could just somehow get my head in front of me, I could do some work on it.
I don't
That's
think. I
just
think
saying.
you could.
I'm just
I think you'd be off. You'd like be facing yourself, so right would be left, and
I
left
could
would be right.
I
and you'd
could
be like,
I could clean my ear with
Kill yourself.
far more effectiveness if it was in front of me. Right? Cut my hair, trim up the beard, probably get up in my nose pretty good, get some of that cleaned out, right?
You could definitely. You couldn't see any better.
I'm just saying.
No, we had mentioned Tropico. nerds.
Tropico, fat guy.
We talked about Tropico. We talked about XCOM UFO Offense. We talked about Spyro.
Tropico.
Look how Spyro got clown laid. Come on.
Spyro.
It was 2 seconds ago.
Spyro was good for dad. Was good for dad.
Jeez.
All right.
And this is why we pay other people to look at our heads and cut our hair for us. Exactly. 'Cause
All
it
right.
seems like that would make sense, right?
I roll into my place at the place I usually go to, and there's a new dude there, okay? Usually it's all ladies. There's one Asian dude and all ladies. And if I get the Asian dude, he smells like cigarettes, but he cuts really well. He cuts good, so I can endure him smelling like cigarettes. He cuts the best of the ladies, but still, it's kind of jacked up when I'm done because he's cutting ladies' hair. He's not cutting dudes' hair most of the time, right?
Sure.
And also, the Asian dude is really grumpy. He doesn't want to be there.
It's 'cause he
So there's a
needs his
vibe.
nicotine fix. That's why.
There's a dude there though this time, and he comes up and he says, "Hey man, how you doing?" And I went, "Hey, there's a dude here. This is good." He says, "Hi, I'm no, I said he's Asian because he was Asian. That's why I said he was Asian because he's Asian from Asia. He's Vietnamese. Okay,
What? It's racist to say Asian? How's
No.
it racist to say Asian?
it is not.
It's not racist at all. You can't just.
I can identify someone from the continent of Asia
People
by
just
saying
call
an
you
Asian.
racist for saying any identifier. You just can't identify people.
Look, talk to the hand. All right. You wanna see racism? I'll show you racism, mister. All right. So I get into here. All right. What are you doing? What are you working on right now?
Nothing.
You working on me? Okay. Now look,
I'm working on you. That's what I'm doing.
Vietnam English.
English.
Vietnam English.
How's that racist?
How's that racist? Now look, Ryan. He says hi. Be with you in a minute. He goes, cleans up the stuff.
His name?
He sticks out his hand. He says, "Hi, my name is Ryan.
Oh, no, the new guy.
Nice to meet you. What's your name?" And I said, "My name's Blake." Good job. Yeah. Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
He's a beautiful black man. It's not racist to say he's a black man because he's a black man. Okay, I'm about to give him the greatest compliment I've ever given a hair cutter in all of my life. He has 2 earrings in. I have no idea what that means anymore, but he's got 2 diamond earrings, one in both sides. Right?
Doesn't mean anything.
Doesn't mean anything. I didn't think it did, but I found it interesting.
I think one on the left side would mean he was homosexual, but that's old.
I thought one. I don't even know anymore.
No,
But-
I'm not sure either.
He wasn't. He was neither it was neither feminine nor masculine. He was just a dude, but he wasn't a dude like he wasn't
Was he
like
a big
Ox.
dude?
He wasn't like Ox.
It wasn't like Ox.
Ox is the dude, right?
Bad at Terraria.
Drinking and drinking, bad at video games, swearing. Anyway, Anyway, so I sit down and he's kind of doing the thing, and we're talking a little bit. And he has the little cutters, which are the quiet ones, okay? You know, the ones like you have, okay?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And he kind of does the side. And then he puts those away, and he pulls out an old school one that I swear I have not heard this sound come out of hair clippers in, it has to have been 10 to 15 years. It was the really heavy ones with an electric motor and a vent in it. And it's
Oh yeah. Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
Now. Okay.
And it's not a
Man.
It's a
Right.
You can hear the thing in the you can hear the revolutions of the electric motor in the thing, and they're hot. They heat up.
Yes, they heat up.
They heat up
That's
fast.
why they put oil on them.
Yeah, and he's oiling it up, and I hear this, and I'm taken back to when I was 8
Yeah.
in an actual barber's chair with hunting crap up on the walls and a pole. And all of that when I was a little kid getting my hair cut at an actual barber shop, right?
Interesting.
And this dude, and he said, and I went, whoa, and he goes, yeah, he's like, yeah, look at here. I said, I have not heard that, and I said, it's got to be like 15, 20 years since I've heard one of those. And he says, yeah, I bought these off of eBay. I got a deal on them for like $80. And he says, normally they're like $160 to get something like this. I said, why do you use those? He says, it really saves me a lot of work. The new style is just not good. These are awesome. And sure enough, he cuts the hell out of my hair. Just
Rick's their hair.
perfect. And so much so that the other ladies pop up. Like, I think he's new because I had never seen this dude before. And so the other ladies pop in.
They come and observe.
And
his
they
work.
go, and they said, "What?" Like they look over at him because you kind of rent a chair in a station. You're a freelance barber. You don't you do work for the company, but like you get the chair, and that's your spot. And then as many customers as you can go through the spot is your money, and you kind of pay. But yeah, it's kind of like renting. It's like renting a booth at a flea market, right? You pay the flea market to get the booth for the day, and then whatever you make off of that.
I don't know anything about hairdressers. I'm realizing.
Right. So then dude gets off here, and he's doing that thing, and the ladies, the other ladies, I mean, it's like groundhogs, or like the prairie dogs.
Popping up.
Right.
Hey,
and so then they said they come over, and so now it's freaking science project on Blake's head, and they're going, oh, what are you doing here? Okay, and they're all looking up. What are you doing here? And he's having to explain his methods to these ladies. Well, I'm kind of taking it up here to the fade and doing this, and then what I can do is I can comb it back down and do it a second lap to make sure we get an even.
How long he's been doing it? Oh, you got like a lesson on? You got a class?
He took them to class with my head, right? And so he rolls in, and anyway, he finishes up, and I got to tell you, man, it was one of the best haircuts I have had. He even got the front and did little snippies here and got up the deal, and he blocked off in the back, and he pulled the collar down and kind of clipped. He put a clip on the collar down and then got the little bitty razor and clipped the little, it kind of blends into the back type of deal. I'm not a hairy dude, I'm not a hairy dude, but I do have a trail down the.
You don't have like, oh, okay. I was gonna say you don't have the
little bit of a back trail going on, but he folded the collar. The collar way down and did like way deep into the shirt to make sure it went down into like on the bottom of the neck. And I went.
I feel like he's been doing that a while to think of doing those things.
Yes,
that's what would bring me back to a person to cut my hair.
Yes,
those little tiny details.
And I've been going to that same place for about 9 years now because I've lived in the area for about 9 years, right? He is the only person whose name I know there. And I asked him, really? You're new here? He says, yeah, I just kind of started working here. And I said, so you're not just transferred in, this is like your home base? He says, yeah, I'm here. Okay. And I said, I will be back. There
That's
you go.
The most important thing for a hairdresser too, for you to come back and be like, these two chairs open for these other two people. No, I'll wait.
Yeah, I'll wait. Ryan's my guy. I'll wait for Ryan.
I'll wait.
Yeah, he's awesome. Anyway, I had the best haircut I've had in 10. It's got to be 10 years.
It's nice to have a good experience like that. It's nice to be like, yeah, all right, when I need to go get a haircut, I'm confident about who I'm going to go to, rather than finding a totally new person that I have no experience.
And I was just like, and usually what I do, it's like $14, and I hate paying it every time. This time I'm going, here's 18, like here, you're getting some tippage on the. I gave him all my ones.
Oh yeah, tips are pretty big too, I guess.
Yeah, I gave him all the ones I had. I couldn't stop. I needed the 20 for something else. I had a 20 and like a ton of, I had a bunch of these little bills, so I gave him like 18 on a 14. But I would have given him the 20, but I needed the 20 for later. So anyway.
Back in the ones.
Yeah.
All right. So somebody said something. Would Oriental be racist? I don't know who said this. Calling someone Oriental.
From the Orient.
From the Orient, right?
The Orient is a place that we used to call the region. And so I don't think it's a slight. It would, I mean, it's.
You gave him your tip.
I don't even know.
Gave him your tip. So
I'll
good.
Give him a tip.
He was neither feminine or masculine, so it was okay for content to give him the tip.
Right. It's so I was I didn't compliment his hair cutting at all at the moment. I think he might have thought I was hitting on him because I was going, this is awesome. You're awesome. Nice to meet you.
We should go out.
I gave him the double handshake where we shook hands, and I went in for the second one where I closed his hand over mine. I was yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
for
very
saving
much.
my life in that car crash.
Right.
I appreciate it. It's very nice of you to do. Thank you for cutting my hair. It's your job. Yes.
Right. Yeah. So I went like that, and I gave him the double handshake. The double handshake. He didn't give me the double back, but I gave him the double handshake.
He gets a double handshake all the time.
I'm sure. That's how
all
he
the
rolls.
time. Every guy that comes in here and sees his nice earrings.
And so here's the thing.
They give him the double handshake every single time.
Okay. So here's the thing. I need a black friend, and I think Ryan's going to be my black friend.
You think you could be friends with this guy? This guy is not into you.
He's probably not.
He wears earrings. He's totally not into you. He's not going to talk to you at all. You are not on his level.
I had a black friend that I used to do jujitsu with me, but he moved, and I would ask him all my questions about stuff that I was afraid to ask. Right.
That you thought you were going to be racist about?
Right.
Is that what you're saying?
I need
racist to your friend? Is that what you're telling me?
Well, once I get to know him, like we were jujitsu buddies first, right? So it was just about fighting, right? And so then I just said,
fighting.
It was about fighting, right? It was about martial arts, whatever. And I said, hey, I have some questions.
Like, hey, you want to fight? Yeah, let's fight.
Yeah, just roll. And so then I said, well, look, I have some questions that I need to ask, and I'm afraid to ask them.
Ask him. I don't understand.
Like you
could possibly ask him that you couldn't ask someone on Google.
I have a question about black barbers that I need to ask, and hair cutting with black barbers.
I'm just okay.
I don't think I could ask. I can't ask you.
Hairstyles.
I can't ask you.
I feel like you're asking how is it different to get your hair cut when you have different hair.
Right.
Okay, well,
and styles and all that. I have a question about black hair.
Okay, fair enough.
Right, and I need a black dude to, I guess a black lady could ask that same thing. Anyway, but I feel like it'd be better to ask a black dude.
Sure, you're gonna try to have this guy as your token friend, is what you're telling me, basically.
No,
right?
like I have. Okay, it just I don't run in those circles. I have a bunch of
those circles. They're just people.
I know. I guess the circles that I run in, gamers. Which I don't know anybody's nationalities or whatever. They're kind of an unknown.
You probably have tons of black friends. You don't even know.
Yeah, maybe. But I'm just saying it's an unknown. My jiu-jitsu buddies, mostly, it's about a third. It's Brazilians, Mexicans, and white dudes. I think there's one Korean dude in there. But most it's about a third.
So I have.
Right.
No friends.
And then I have my buddies from college who are all white dudes. They're because
all
they
of
were
my army buddies are of different races and ethnicities. All of them.
See, that's it.
White circles apparently.
No, look, black hair is super hard to manage. I would have had no clue about that.
Yeah, it would be a stretch for me to tell you that my hair is hard to manage, for sure.
Right. Mine's not hard to manage. I cut it short and that's it. We're done, right? That's why I do this. It's because it's so easy.
We should have a poll for everyone's nationality.
American?
And then also race.
American? Does that...
No, and then also
black people
race.
can be Americans too, Badger.
No, yeah. No, I was... Well, Hart was like, I'll tell you my nationality. I'm like, oh...
But here's the thing. I don't necessarily care, but I have specific questions that none of my Brazilians can answer.
So if you're, your German nationality friends are like, how good is beer? What good beers are there? Is that's stereotypical?
No, I would have World War II type of questions and sentimental type stuff for Germans.
Stuff they probably get taught in school about.
Right. Yeah, I want to know what there's. And so for I have some Jewish friends, and I asked them about living in Israel. Right. I asked them about living in Israel and about being
that's interesting too.
Whether or not they're in fear of their life all the time, whether or not what's going on with the 60s, what's going on with the temple, right? Because they don't own their own temple anymore. The Arabs have the temple. They don't have their own temple in Jerusalem, right?
This is not a topic that I want to discuss.
Oh, dude. So I just have these questions that I need someone on the inside, and none of my friends are on the inside except for Ryan. I think he's my.
So you're trying to diversify your portfolio. I get it.
Yeah, I think he's my way in.
Let Ryan know next time you meet him that you're in it to just because you need to have a question answer for these type of questions, burning questions that you have.
There was one. Yeah, I might. I think he would. I think he would do it. I think he would do it. I would just say. Hey, I have some
I
questions.
want an update on this next Thursday. I'm
not going to say. Look how good this is. I'm not going to see it by next Thursday. It's just going to do it.
Bring freaking Ash into him. Get his haircut. See?
That's a good idea.
See?
Ryan could be his first professional haircut. Ash has
that'd be
never
cool.
had a haircut from anyone other than me
Oh, that's interesting.
in his life.
There you go.
And
There's
two of those were on stream.
There's the, that's the best way to do haircuts, by the way. I say you can pay the $5.
Yeah.
Cut your hair, got it. I'm in on that. How much, Badger?
Right.
Take out my checkbook here. Make sure my finances are in order.
That would be Ash's first ever haircut from someone other than Dad.
All right, I expect an update.
I think Ryan's the dude. I think Ryan's the dude to do it too.
He is a dude. I think. I never saw him.
I assume.
Pretty sure he's a dude.
Pretty sure he's a dude. He had a good handshake.
I haven't had a professional haircut before. I'm a professional. Okay? I didn't exactly pay you to cut my hair.
Yeah.
We're gonna link the VODs to Ryan.
No.
With them?
I'll
Yeah,
link.
hey,
Okay.
check out my show.
6 months into our friendship, I will link Ryan this video, but not
Okay.
now. Right? Hey Ryan, I had a lot of angst asking you to be my my black consultant.
Do you want to fight?
By the way, I had a black guy that was my friend, and all we would do is fight. But I feel like anyway.
And you just try to sneak a ninja picture of Ryan too. Would that be illegal? That'd be illegal though, huh? Yeah.
Right.
Can't do that.
I think Ryan's gonna be my friend. Anyway, he's an awesome hair cutter. Okay, let's. All right. Let's give myself that.
Yeah, that was a good story.
And then, so I go to the last bit. I go to the wedding with my awesome haircut. Here's advice. You ready?
Oh, yeah.
Look at me.
we were leading up to this.
Look at me. Look at me. Look at my wedding.
Look at my wedding.
Look at me. The ceremony where you're actually doing the vows with the thing and the deal, that needs to be short because no one is going to walk out during that.
Right.
You're captive. Your audience and you are captive.
It's the peak of the rude moment to be like, yeah.
I gotta bail, or I gotta pee,
Yeah.
or
I desperately have to urinate.
Right.
Or die on spot.
The reception and all of that accoutrement and all of this pomp and circumstance.
It's kind of
come and go.
flowing.
Come and go. Right.
Kind of can go in and out.
It's a party.
There's a lockdown moment where you cannot stand up at that time.
So make that as that reception and all of that stuff as long as you want because folks will bail out, right? As they need to.
Right, because you got stuff going on.
There's stuff going on.
Your wedding. Thank you for being here at all.
Our wedding started at 3 p.m. We were
our wedding.
The wedding I was at this weekend.
Oh, the wedding you were at.
That was the wedding I was at this weekend. The wedding this weekend started at 3.
We got married. Spoilers.
300. Please. 300 sharp. It was done. I was outside the church at 3:31. Boom.
Dang.
Fantastic. And it was awesome.
That's quick.
There was, and one of the vows.
The organization that it takes for you to even have done it in 30 minutes is pretty high speed.
It was, and the bride is that amazing. That she's amazing. And one of the vows exchanged, right? They wrote their own vows. And one of the lines was, quote, "If you were a booger, I would pick you first."
Okay.
Oh, yep.
That is so. People take a long time on winning their vows. The thing that you say, which is supposed to be like the biggest moment of your rest of your life.
It was.
You have to look back on this.
And those vows were fantastic.
Yeah, my wife made a joke about booger when we were married.
The groom did. My brother did.
Yeah,
so
okay.
Yeah.
I figured it was the groom.
He said the first. He said one of the first things I ever said to you.
Over 6 months tops.
No.
I'm telling you right now.
It was
6
great.
months from now,
it was great.
we'll hear about that booger joke. I could not let it stand. I couldn't get out of my mind.
Right.
That night, wedding night, booger joke.
No, during the vows, it was booger joke. Right.
No.
So,
well, I mean, this has to be a consistent thing. You don't do a booger joke during your wedding vows if you don't do booger jokes.
oh man, I was booger joking the rest of the reception the whole time. I was loving that. I was all over the booger joke.
Yeah, no, the tone was set for the bigger jokes.
Right.
Now it's a callback to the idiocy that was, I picked you first.
Okay,
Or I would
here's
pick you
the
first
thing.
If you were a salty, gelatinous goop.
We get done. We're in the car at 3:41 to drive to the reception area. It's this big dance hall thing. It's like community center. There was cornhole set up. Do you know what cornhole is?
I do not.
Cornhole. I have a picture.
Cornhole. Take me from my bunghole.
Cornhole is this little board game that you. It's like well, here's let me get a picture for us. Images. That's not an image. Okay. Cornhole is a game where you throw these little bean bags onto this little wooden board, and there's a hole in the middle, and if you get hit into the hole, you score. And if you see this, you'll probably say, "Oh yeah, something like this." You've probably seen this before.
Beanbag hole.
Bean bags.
Horseshoes.
It's very much like horseshoes.
Sounds exactly like horseshoes.
It's very much like it, but it's with bean bags.
See. Hacky sack toss.
Yes, yard hacky sack toss thing, sort of thing. Right, Heart Ocean. Let's go to
Cornhole. Cornhole just doesn't sound like a game you'd play with your family. Hey, you guys want to go back out in the back and play a little bit of cornhole?
Right. It
seems.
I think it's because the bean bags are originally were filled with corn, not beans.
Branding is what I would say.
Right. So there it is. There.
We're gonna go get cornholed.
All right. So there is there's your cornhole. So it's these little wooden things, and you toss these
my
bean
cornhole
bags.
is not on stream right now.
It so is. Look at your cornhole.
I have seen this. You called it so hard. Okay, yeah, I've seen something like this.
That
before.
if you Google, you're gonna get that. You're gonna get that thing. You're gonna get that.
Well, you're gonna get a couple other things. Don't Google cornhole.
Google cornhole right now.
Right
now.
Safety search on.
Safety search off right now.
No.
That's okay. That's cornhole. That was inside the hall. This is a redneck reception. And,
pretty. Yeah.
And I killed it at this game.
You're good at cornhole.
I'm good at cornhole.
You could put the bag in the cornhole.
I could put those fools away. All right.
Or is the bag the corn?
Yes, it's not a bean bag. It's filled with corn seed or whatever, right? So that's why it's called corn. You put it in the hole, cornhole.
It's filled with corn seed. It's
Yeah.
filled with corn.
Corn.
The corn seed is corn.
Yes.
Okay. Just checking that we were on the same
Corn,
page.
comma seed, right?
It's just corn now.
Corn
It's
slash
part of
seed.
the corn that you eat is the seed.
Right. It is a seed. Right.
Okay. Just
That
it's
was
not filled with
that
a
was
huge
not
ear of corn.
outside. That was
The
not
kernels of
kernels.
corn.
That was not outside. That was inside the hall. It was a big hall, and we're
That's
throwing.
very interesting.
Yeah, it was great.
That they decided.
I killed it.
I mean, they specifically were like, "Let's play cornhole at our wedding, and have booger jokes."
Oh yeah, it's redneck time. They're both deer hunters.
If I were to pick a game, I mean, this is a low tech game, so it's probably very cheap to play.
Yeah,
It's probably a pretty decent game to play.
it's fun. It's fun.
Really.
I kill it.
It is a game after all.
Right.
So if you wanted to have games at your reception, I could imagine having cornhole at my reception.
Well, you can't have horseshoes inside. You can't have this inside. And
Okay,
as
horseshoes inside.
clang, clang, clang. Oh my eye!
My eye. Who's throwing horses?
Right.
I mean, I guess the hacky sacks are way safer.
Right.
Totally. If you
Yeah, yeah.
slam someone in the face with a hacky sack, it's not a metal weight.
Right. You can't have that inside.
Okay. Yeah.
So
No, this is
food
reasonable.
comes
Cornhole.
out, and here's my theory.
Barbecue.
I think they laced it. I think they
With-
laced it.
Methamphetamines.
No, I think it was edible marijuana.
Oh,
because-
did you really? You actually think that?
Okay, I don't have a lot of experience
It was so good, but you got
with-
such a good time you had.
I went no. I immediately went all up in my head and
Oh.
existential and emotional, and there was stuff I couldn't talk about. I think someone dosed me. I don't know if it was everybody was there. Because there's lots of beer, but lots of beer flowing. But I had like a 3/4 of a Miller Lite at the very start, and then I had like water for the rest of the time, and I went, whoa. I went, whoa.
Wow.
Emotional.
Was there kids here?
Caught up. Yes, they were everywhere.
children?
And I was looking around going, oh my god.
There's no way.
I was
that's
looking. Everyone's
amazing.
looking at me. I think I was dosed.
Everyone was looking at you.
I
Okay, well,
felt like
this is very
everybody was
strange.
looking at me. I felt 20% paranoid and 80% existential and just reviewing my life and just I don't know what am I doing? I think and and I started loving my family. Very, I was.
I don't normally do that. That's all. That's all
Right.
I know. High.
No, not just my family, but the whole community. And I said, I love this community, and I got this really.
Roofied.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Signs
Anyway.
of marijuana use: bloodshot eyes, faster heart rate, sleepy, lethargic, lack of coordination, increased craving for snacks.
I ate a bunch there.
Okay. Confusion and lack of focus, unusually talkative, dropping studies or usual activities, sorry, misjudging time, secretiveness.
No,
No.
none of those. Remember, I didn't smoke. It wasn't a smoke. So I wouldn't
Well,
have read. I wouldn't have had sensitive eyes, right?
I think you would though. I don't know actually. I think you would because
Oh,
I don't think the smoking is what causes this.
absinthe was a nightmare.
Oh my god.
Was just living nightmare. It was a nightmare, spinning awake nightmare.
You have dry mouth during
dizziness? I drank a bunch. No, I wasn't dizzy, but I just got all up in my head. So
I don't know. I don't think anybody lists up in your head as a side effect of marijuana use. Just looking up.
Check edibles. Not smoking, but edibles.
Yeah, but it's the same thing.
No,
it's not going to have a different effect.
I think it's very different.
I don't know though. You might be right. I don't know.
Yeah, ingest or inhale, 5 differences. Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
What is the likelihood that you were drugged? Give me a percentage.
20% maybe.
Okay, that's really low. That's likelihood of being drugged on the daily.
Right.
You're fine.
Right. But
you're fine.
But I have no idea. I mean, maybe it was just a community and all that. I had no other.
You're going through some hormonal changes. You were a little bit feely.
Maybe. I don't know. I just come off this fantastic haircut. I just met, my, I guess my black soulmate Ryan the day before. So.
Oh, I see. Right. So the planets aligned.
Yeah.
Was Ash there?
Yeah.
Mrs. Australia was there too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, did they notice anything in you that
they saw me? They saw me crying a couple times. Yeah.
You.
Yeah.
What the heck? So okay, I feel like you should increase the 20% likelihood to something else.
Oh,
I feel like you're pretty confident. You just don't want to say yes. I got drugged.
I cried at the ceremony. And then
if I was there, I smacked you.
When the best man spoke, which was my other brother speaking for my little brother, so he spoke and I was crying. Then when my dad got up and said something, I was crying. And then at the very end, I was going, I just love everybody. This is so great. I think I'm done with alcohol too. I don't think I want to have any alcohol ever again.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was great.
This just says that when I was morphing after my hernia operations, I had horrible hallucinations. That sounds horrifying.
Sobbed over a tortilla chip. Yeah.
Friend had a brownie or cookie cake thing and sobbed over a tortilla chip.
That sounds right. Sounds right. It's about right.
Okay, well, I was gonna ask Shady, what experience do you have seeing someone cry after smoking? But okay,
that's right.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. Well, you got drugged.
Maybe
best wedding ever.
It wasn't. I mean, yeah, it was.
Did you ever get handed in particular some food?
No.
Was there a adult only section?
No.
I want you to close your eyes.
No, there was not.
I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to close your eyes. Close your eyes. Do it. All right. I want you to think back into this event, and did someone hand me food or drink? In particular, you're there. You're playing cornhole with your friends. It's a nice wedding. Things are going on.
I set my drink down a couple times.
You're probably not going to get roofied.
Right.
It would be different.
The food.
Anything in particular that was slightly strange
the snacks I served myself, and the dinner was like this buffet. But then I don't know. I did leave it for a little bit. The dessert, someone.
It's hard to sprinkle.
The dessert someone brought to me.
Oh.
So it was cake. Maybe.
There you go.
Maybe.
There you go. You were brought your cake.
Maybe.
When did the cake happen in comparison
Middle.
to the emotional?
I cried at the ceremony, but the cake was before all the speeches and all that. I think so. Yeah, maybe might have been the cake. But why would my piece be jacked and I don't know.
This is Blake's piece. We love Blake. Blake's a great guy, and it's not that.
See that dude over there? He's the brother. Go hit him.
Yeah, give him the cake.
Right.
It's not that no one else got it. You don't know. You haven't gone and confirmed
right.
with everybody else. Hey, did we dose the cake?
But Ash didn't cry.
The
bride.
Ash didn't cry.
No, the bride is. Here's one thing. I'll tell you this. I told this on my stream last night. The bride is Czech. Czech, not Czechoslovakian, but the Czech side, right? Because that's split. Remember, there's the Czech Republic and Slovakia now.
Show it on a map for me, real fast, because I'm sure a lot of people actually don't know. Because I know Czechoslovakia, but it's split. I don't know.
Well, it used to be Czechoslovakia, all one country, and then there was this big crazy war, and they said,
"Oh yeah,
we can't live together anymore."
They broke in half.
Yeah.
Well, I need you to do research on this also, because if you actually got drugged, that's pretty bad. Like no one should give you drugs.
Well, yeah.
Without your permission.
But, wait, here we go.
You probably shouldn't be mad about it necessarily, but if you had the drive, did you drive home?
Yeah, I was fine.
See, that's dangerous.
No.
Who knows? I mean, I don't know. You don't drink and drive. You don't eat.
But drinking and driving is impaired. I mean, there's plenty
impaired. You have slow reaction time.
Plenty of people that drive on weed, they just go super slow. They're not reckless.
You can be dangerous going super slow though. I mean, I don't think there's very many. There's probably some reported accidents especially in legal states now, of incidents while under the influence of marijuana.
Right. Okay.
Definitely do not drive under the influence of anything. Right. That's the general go-to. I mean, impaired reaction time, impaired judgment are the two things that you don't want to be doing while operating a deadly weapon.
Right.
Right.
Drive under the influence of awesome. Hey, all right. Wow. So check out the map. If you go to, there's Austria and Hungary. This used to all be one country.
Okay. So there's Czech Republic and Slovakia.
Until I think early 90s, and then they split. There is Czech Republic and Slovakia.
Apparently, Ashley's family is from Slovakia.
Right.
So she's from the Czech side. So she's checking it out.
Right. So she's Czech. That's how they announced their ethnicities into the audio. Check.
Really badly.
So
I love the audio at weddings and stuff. It's always just like slapping the microphone. Can you hear this?
Yeah.
Testing.
There is no and none of them are used to dealing with audio equipment at all. This is the first time probably in their whole life they've ever dealt with anything.
That noise.
Yeah. So they have that's called like this party march. Okay, so you've seen this before at a party where you grab a partner and
Did
you're
you just assume.
You have. I'm going to assume you have, okay? You grab your partner and you're walking along with your partner to the side, and then suddenly you stop and you make a bridge. And then the couple behind you goes under your bridge, your hand bridge, and then they make a bridge. And then the next couple goes in, and then they make a bridge. And the next couple of those make a bridge. And then when everyone has gone through, the first couple to make a bridge ducks and goes under the second people bridge and follows the line. So you kind of have this little wave of, so if I had my partner right here, hang on.
So is this like London Bridge is falling down?
Kind of. So if I had my partner right here, we would be walking along together, and then suddenly we'd go like this, and we put our hands up here, and then someone would walk underneath. Underneath us, right?
I'm getting it.
And then they would put up a bridge, and we'd have this big bridge of hand bridge of people, right? And then once all the and there's some accordion and check. I don't know. They didn't really say check over and over and over.
No, I don't think anybody assumed. They actually said check over and over. No.
Okay. So they said, okay, we're gonna do the march, and my joke was
it like a rehearsal, or you just guys had to know what was going on?
No, they just said we're doing the march. It's a thing.
We're doing the march,
and you just follow along. This one couple's gonna lead us. Right. It's pretty simple, right?
Right.
So then I said, so I just kept calling, all right, we're going to do the death march, everybody. Here we go.
Yeah,
death march.
Okay, that's an interesting joke.
So, anyway. Racist, no.
No, I think she's talking about something else.
It's not racism.
Check thing, probably. Which isn't racist.
It's not.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Maybe a little
so
bit.
it was hilarious, right? So I said, this is my chance. Ash is getting the hookup. So I said.
With whom?
The flower girl.
Oh.
was about his size, and I said, Ash, come here. You're doing this march. Stay right here. You're in front of me. And then I went and I said, Flower Girl, come here. We need to do the march. And I just grabbed her. I didn't ask parents or whatever.
Just took her.
I just said, here, come on in. I said, I need your
or
partner.
whatever.
And then the guy on the mic said, okay, partners, grab your hands. And everybody grabbed hands. And so Ash had this little partner the whole rest of the time. It was great.
He was wingman. Ash,
And then they were dancing, and then it was great. Ash danced the night away.
So hard just then?
It was great. So
wingman so hard.
Wingman.
I didn't even ask the parents or nothing.
Wingman.
I want to quote that. Can we actually quote that?
But they were
just grabbed the little girl. I didn't ask the parents or nothing.
the parents were friends of the friends or whatever. Anyway,
Yeah, totally. I
Right.
knew the parents. I didn't have to ask permission. We've done this before.
Well, my brother knew the parents, and it was all good, right? So they did.
I mean, yeah, it's fine. In the circumstances, it's totally okay to do that.
Yeah. Hey, come on. Here's your partner. Everybody.
Out of
everybody get
context,
everybody-
though, you could go to jail, sir. You could be in Twitch jail right now.
I didn't put her in the car or anything.
Or anything. You keep saying or anything at the end, and I keep.
Okay, so she said,
doing
"Yeah,
it
cool."
for you.
She was Flower Girl was thrilled to
We're
do
talking
the
about
dance
a dance, or a dance, I guess. It's a
in
dance.
public. Okay, Flower
In
Girl
public.
was thrilled, and then Flower Girl kept coming back. Hey, can we dance? And kept dragging Ash out
Girls
to the
love
dance
dancing,
floor.
right?
Oh, I love dance floor. No, she loved
Confirmed.
it. She confirmed. Right. So anyway, that was awesome. So I totally wingmaned and hooked and got Ash to hook up.
You hooked. I don't know if you hooked him up per se,
Right.
But you
I
certainly you wingman.
I wingmaned.
pretty well. There.
And so then last night I was telling him about. I
Did
said,
Ash
Ash.
get her number though?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so. I just said, hey, sometimes you just have to appreciate an experience for what it is.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
just
totally.
have a great
Agreed.
time. That's it, right?
100%. You don't have to get the digits because you
Right.
can't close. Ash, come on, man.
Well, yeah, he's not going to be closing anything. But anyway, that was
Well, okay, so I didn't mean it that way.
you're not closing.
That just mean. I mean, kids have phones now. All right. You've never gone out dancing, Shady? I don't even know if I believe you. I definitely don't believe you.
Oh,
You have been somewhere and had to do dancing as part of a ceremony for sure.
taking
I
me
have
out
never
dancing.
taken you out dancing. That is not true. We have danced. I can remember multiple occasions in which we have danced. Madam, check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Let me just tell you, I'll dance my butt off. I'll dance your
You?
butt off.
Did
I will.
you dance my butt off?
I'll dance
I
your
will
butt off.
dance because I'm aware that I need to dance.
I'll dance your butt off, and I'll dance Shady's butt off. I'll dance wife's butt off. I'll dance Ashley's butt off. You see those butts on the floor? That's right. They're on the floor
That's a lot
because
of butts
Blake
off.
danced them all off. That's why we did.
So how do you do your dance? You just like no. You don't care. You're just gonna do it. Just gonna have a
Country, we
shot
can do
and-
line dancing. I can do
You dance
waltzing. I can do hip hop. I can do some tango if we want tango. I'll do it.
You have like dance styles that
I'll
you can
cut
do?
that rug. I'll cut that rug.
So he says I'm waiting. Okay.
I'll cut that rug.
Send Clown your address, Shitty. Well, I mean, he'll do it. I've seen him do it.
I'll cut that
He'll
rug.
dance your butt off.
I'll dance your butt
He's a
off.
notorious butt offer.
Yep.
He will grab you and he won't even ask you.
Look at her butt. It's gone. It's gone.
It's
That's
gone.
right. It's gone. Danced off.
Danced off. Danced off. Danced off.
All right. There you
Yeah,
go.
dancing is cool. I mean, dance is all right. I can get down with doing a dance thing.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Oh yeah. Line dance. All those
Line
dances. It was
dance?
good. It was good.
Line dance is good, actually.
So here's the thing: is I usually won't say, "Hey, let's go and organize a trip out dancing." But if dancing happens,
right.
I'll do it.
Definitely. I won't be like, oh,
Can
hey,
do.
let's go dance. I just
Right.
want to dance.
Can do.
I just want to dance.
Can do.
Okay.
Confirm.
Would you rather?
Hey, wife. Confirm. Can dance. Yes. Confirm. Thank you.
Confirmed. Wife's been gone for months.
Yeah.
She's not there anymore.
Wedding's made up. Made up.
took the kids, left. Couldn't take it anymore. He sits in front of the computer and talks to himself
It's
all day.
All day.
All day.
I don't even know who he's talking to. He's got no
There's
viewers.
one there.
He's got no viewers.
Broadcasting. He stopped broadcasting like 6 months in.
Right. All right. Would you rather? Let's do it.
Let's do it. Whiskey,
Oh, I have a sound drop.
whiskey.
Here we go.
Yeah.
And it is. Here it is. Here it is.
Is that before every answer? We do the. All right, drop me.
Yep. We do this when we're trying to think of the vault questions and all that we're doing the quests. We do that business, and then we'll do the. Then when we think we got it, we go
Okay.
right,
Andrew-
and then when we get it,
Andrew.
we open the vault and we go.
It's good stuff. Good sound droppage. I like it. Have you ever you're clicking these manually, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I see.
Yeah.
I still want to get up hotkeys.
I don't get paid enough to deal with this.
Shady. What are you doing? What's up, girl?
Not if you only hear these sound drops that you're making. See, I still need to get a setup for me where I can hit a button to make a sound drop because I recently just added live split back to my hotkey setup, and I had to rework a bunch of stuff to get it in there. So now I have even less space for activities. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with my sound drops.
Yeah.
Eventually one day.
Yep.
Right.
Copyright. Whatever. I hate copyright. All right. Let's do this.
Copyright strike. I mean, people just say that. They're like, "Oh, I've heard that sound before." Copyright strike. I know nothing about copyright law. You're getting copyright striked, sir. I'd like to tell you that that noise in that particular order is a copyright, and that you can't use that
bizarre.
at all ever under
All
any
right.
circumstance.
Shady.
Oh, you made a song and you played the C chord. Copyright strike.
Right. Is this link the latest one? The one that I just did in chat?
It should be. It's closed.
Oh no, it's closed. Okay. Okay. In that case, can you put up a picture for me to grab and put up? I forgot to grab one on the way in. Or can you see the all the questions at once?
No, I can't pull them all up at once.
Okay, hang on. All right.
Clowntown.
Give me just a
I
second.
didn't save it either though, so can't be that mad.
All right, we'll do a new one here, Chrome, and we'll just grab it off that same spreadsheet.
You actually choices.
All right. Give me just a second. Browser.
I hope I win this time. I owe about 580 push-ups. I have not been able to put a dent in the push-ups yet, and I have been avoiding putting more push-ups on the list because that would be hurting even more right now.
All right, we're going to add a window capture. Is that what you did last time? You added window capture?
No, I used the CLR browser capture, and then copy pasted the page into the CLR browser capture.
Oh, okay.
I did last time.
We'll see if we can do it. Let's do that. See if that works. Oh, okay. Why is it? Okay. No, it's not going to work because it's going to try and log me in. You didn't do a window? You sure?
No, I did a CLR browser capture.
Okay.
But I mean, do what you need to do, Clowny Patowny. I literally just gave you... Ashley, you're one of those people who doesn't listen to the broadcast. Go back into the entire past broadcast because I gave you an example of when we danced. I'm not going to do it again. I'm not going to repeat myself. Go watch the VOD now.
That's awesome.
All right.
I'm just doing window capture.
Because you were like, no, you give me an example. And I immediately gave you an example of when we went dancing.
Hey,
Instantly.
there we go. There we go. Oh. Da-da-da. Okay. So we're going to do this. There's all of our old stuff. Oh, mercy. Okay. And what's the hotkey to crop? It's Alt and
Alt and
drag.
click.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
You did not. I did. Go back into the VOD. I've been here the whole time. You were not listening with your ears. Listen faster. Battery talk too quick. Too bad. Slow the video down on YouTube after it's been processed. Right click, playback, 25%. Listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth.
Do you? Hang on. I got one of those.
Do you have that actually?
I do. I do. Do you? Nope. Oh, it's this one. Here we go.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Oh, you do have them.
I do. All right, let's do this. Yes, this will work nicely. Got the headers and everything. Down Alt. And then we're going to do that. And then we're going to open that up. Yes. Okay, we got it. This looks like it will work. Okay. Hey, this is not horrible. This is doable.
You figuring it out?
Yep.
You're learning a new thing here?
All right, there we go. And we're going to pull this guy in. Dun-da-da-da. Okay. You're first.
All right. I'm prepared.
All right. Would you rather?
Would you rather? So, by the way, the stakes for this are another 50 push-ups, and we did a straw poll too. If you guys haven't voted in that straw poll, I'm gonna post that again for you.
Shoot me a link and I'll put it up above us.
Yeah. There you go.
There
If
you
you haven't
go.
done that straw poll, let's see who's winning right now on the straw poll. Last time it was voting for me to win. This time it's actually literally tied. All right. Would you rather?
Oh, I'm gonna vote for
50
me.
push-ups on the line. I've lost twice in a row again. Clapton has a really high winning record.
Yep.
Would you rather live in a home without?
Sorry.
It's fine. Oh wait.
There you go. All right, we're
You
good.
voted for me? I watched you vote for me.
Oh, I did?
What? You're doing it.
Yeah. You know, you need some help, bro.
Would you rather live in a home without electricity or running water? Ooh, wow. See, no electricity would mean that you do not have a heater. Oh, I'm sorry, a water heater. So you wouldn't have hot water. So you'd have cold water, even with running water. Now, however, not be able to bathe whatsoever or run water to do anything with, to drink, would be
just
pretty bad. You'd buy bottled water, probably.
Yeah.
So, okay, if I was living in a situation where I just could not have running water, I think it'd be a pretty stinky. I wouldn't die. I mean, I wouldn't die without electricity easily. No, I might die in Houston without electricity. I might actually die from how hot it can get.
Oh, you can acclimate.
I think you actually might die. I'm pretty sure people actually die every single year because electricity goes out in Houston, and they literally die from heat stroke. So because of where I live, I think a lot of people actually have this too, because where they live, it's so important to have heating. Because of where I live, I can get bottled water, no problem. And it's so important to have AC. I'm going to go with rather have electricity, also internet.
Really? Also internet.
I also think the community would do the same thing because internet and also heating. So I think a lot of people who watch this show probably live in a colder environment and they know extreme colds. Even though I live in a tropical one.
Yeah, pretty much tropical, I'd say.
Yeah.
I'm going with cleanliness.
You would rather have clean, it's not stank, basically.
Yeah.
So you'd rather be able to go to work and not stank.
And by the way, if I had some water, then I could just go jump in the cold shower if I ever got hot, which I did for a summer when I had a non-air in college. Non-air.
But if you were super cold,
oh, you're screwed. You're screwed. You got blankets. That's it. That's it. That's it. You're gonna die.
Housing. If you have a house, would you live in a home? So you're probably okay. Probably.
Oh, without. Sorry, I did put them backwards. It's the without. That's right. Without running water, you went with electricity. Right, there you go. Thank you, Distro.
Okay, sweet.
All right.
All right, you're up. I think it's a slam dunk for me.
All right. Would you rather at a restaurant have a table that rocks back and forth because the legs aren't level, or a chair
Oh my god,
that rocks back and forth because it's not level?
Easy one for me. Easy one for me.
Yeah. It's easier for me, sir.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it is.
Not. No, it's not.
It's easy. I would rather me rocking back and forth than the table because I got drinks on the table. 100%.
Okay, you don't have drinks on your chair.
I have drinks on my chair. I can deal with it.
The constant annoyance and knowing that table is the chair is ever so slightly
right,
off.
and I can, and sometimes I kind of have a little bit of a, and play with it or whatever. A little nervous tick and have a little bit easy darts versus rocks, right?
No, that's me too. I'm literally excited that my chair is messed up. I'm like, oh yeah, I have a thing to do now.
Yeah,
the table being messed up, I would also just be doing that constantly.
Right. It would kind of do this. It would be drinks. I think I think that's a slam dunk for
I think this is a hard one for the audience. I'm glad you have this one and not me, because I think that people could be quote unquote OCD about either of these things and be like, oh, I don't like it when my table or my chair, I go crazy and kill someone.
Right.
Would have to look at, but definitely I would say that a table, it's chair for me, by the way. Chair for me for sure.
Oh, your chair also?
Yeah, I'm definitely chair.
All right.
I'm down. I'm okay with that. I'm fine. It's, this chair has a little bit of fun to it.
How you fix that, by the way? Do you ever fix it at the table?
Just put a book or something. Cut a book. Rip a page out of a book.
Restaurant. It's at a restaurant
In a
specifically.
restaurant?
Yeah.
Chew some gum from your girlfriend's bag. Put it underneath the chair. Get a coaster from off the table.
Right.
Grab the napkins off the table.
Yep. Also,
put your food's plate underneath your chair.
Wrong. Okay, so what you want to do sometimes the table has the little stoppers underneath that screw in, and you can adjust the height by screwing them in or out.
So you're going like full handyman.
Yeah.
1 second, flip this chair over, adjust the stoppers.
Well, the table, I usually don't fix my to that point. I usually
Okay,
don't fix my
adjust
chair,
it.
but
Adjust the
I will say,
table.
all right, nobody sit down. Give me 30 seconds on this table, and I'll have this up and running.
So your entire family is standing there. Meanwhile,
Yep.
this person is down underneath the table,
All fours.
doing God knows what.
Right.
The server is like trying to take your order. He's just like, what is this guy doing?
Right.
You're getting your hands disgusting.
Yes.
Like actually, literally, you're gonna die.
Yes.
After doing that.
I say, well, they'll seat us, and then I'll immediately sit down and put some weight on the table and go, oh no, hang on, everybody stand back up.
How often has this actually happened?
And the hostess is going, what is going on? And I'm saying, hang on, stop. We're gonna fix this. Hang on, and I'll
Code red here.
Code red. Hang on, and I've gotten down, and sometimes it's a matter of unscrewing the thing and getting the little caster longer on one side. If not, here's the jam: is I'll take either if they have paper napkins, I'll do this. But if not, you can do sugar packets. You can wrap sugar packets up with a napkin and fold and fold and fold and get it to where it's different layers of how thick you need it, and jam it under there, and it makes a nice little cushion. And then we all sit down and we have a nice stable table. And I say,
Good job,
all right,
Dad. Good job, Dad.
Everybody?
Gosh, Dad.
Everybody, you may be seated. And we all sit down.
Yeah, what would we do without you besides just eat on this perfectly okay table? It's an amazing table. It was great. It was an okay table.
And then
Jeez.
usually but here's the thing: is usually I'll forget about my hands, and then the wife will go, "You gotta go watch. Yeah, you gotta watch it. You're gonna die. You're gonna die.
You're actually gonna die.
You're gonna die.
You might as well set them on fire," she says.
Right. Set them.
Gasoline,
my hands.
kerosene.
The dogs.
Set your hand on fire.
Setting dog on fire.
Your hand.
My dogs alone.
Right. All right.
All right.
Anyway, that's how you fix
throw-
one. By the way, don't fix your chair. Fix the table. There you go.
For in future, I wish I could have done this earlier. Skip what you just heard, because that was not a necessary part of this cast. We could have just overlooked that. We could have just gone on to the next question, and I think the content of the stream would have been just fine. Would you rather throw the steering wheel on the first pitch at the 7th game of the World Series, or get $5,000 cash? $3,000 cash. $3,000 cash.
You're on the cash.
Period.
Are you sure?
And I think everyone else is also on the $3,000 cash.
You're on 2.
For $3,000 cash, I could pay $2,800 for a fake picture and video of me doing that. Of doing the 7th World Game Series.
Are you saying you couldn't turn the hype of ceremonial first pitch into $3,001?
Twitch.tv/the video game badger shirt?
Or
okay, name me a person who has thrown the first pitch.
we're at World Bill Murray.
Okay. That's one. What, he was famous before he threw the first pitch?
Yes.
Before
Yeah. Oh yeah.
something?
You don't. What you would do is you would hype it among your friends and family and circles and all that, and you get hype for Twitch, and you'd send out tweets and all that. And
Or I could just spend $3,000 on advertising.
or you spend $3,000, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Okay.
This is slam dunk for me. I didn't even read the first question, to be totally honest. I saw get $3,000. I was like, yes. 50 Cent threw a first pitch, did he?
50 Cent.
Who likes football anyway? You silly Destrosis.
Look,
You
he's
silly.
Hey, in that game, in that World Series, the last one we had, they hit a lot of touchdowns.
What? Come on.
All right.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Okay.
You put me in the wrong slot again.
No, I didn't. You would rather get. Sorry,
I would rather get $3,000 cash.
I swapped it.
That's fine.
Okay.
Forgive you.
All right. I'm.
There's no way that people aren't getting. Oh, you're actually at $3,000 cash too, aren't you?
No.
Or no? Are you?
I'm throwing the pitch.
You're pitching. Okay.
I'd turn
Why are
that.
you doing this?
I would at least turn that into $3,001 worth of hype.
One job. Okay, I mean, maybe you could. I'm just not excited about the entire concept of even being there. I probably have to pay travel expenses, and I have to like pay rent because I have to be at a place to go to the location, and then I have to kind of have to sit through the game.
I'd have a safe house.
There's a safe.
I have a safe house, and
You throw the pitch, and then guards just rush out,
I have
grab
a-
you,
I
and
have a
take
s-
you off.
I have a safe house in every major city. I could stay there, so it wouldn't
okay,
cost me
you're
too
fine.
much.
Well, that's good. I mean, I want to have that for sure.
Right.
Definitely wouldn't have that.
Yep, they won that Stanley
Right.
Cup right after they scored their touchdown.
I'm excited for this next one, by the way.
All right.
It's one of my favorite ones.
Would you rather live your life, the rest of your life, in this is a great one for you because you're a goddamn hermit. Would you rather live the rest of your life?
I'm excited for them both.
In,
Can I have A and B, please? Would you rather have a bicycle helmet on or wear pants when you sleep?
Right.
Those are bad. This one, yeah, I could just.
I'll do both.
You can actually put 2 of them together. That'd be great. Internet connections, okay? Then let me know.
Right. Could I do 6 months in space and 6 months in
6 months.
yeah.
I mean, we could double up if it's necessary.
Right. All right. Would you rather live the rest of your life in a small capsule in outer space, or B, a small submarine at the bottom of the sea? This is obviously a very very lonely existence from which.
I mean, you'd be lonely, definitely.
Yeah. Only William would live. So I got to tell you,
I need someone to make a movie now where it's like a really bad situation, like The Martian, and you get like stranded, and at the moment where he realizes that there is absolutely no one ever to come save him, he's like, "Yeah,
I did it! We did it!" All right, so actually, let me bring that in just a bit. We'll bring this side in. There you go.
All right, Blake, what are you gonna do?
All right,
Outer
yeah,
space?
yeah.
Bottom
Oh,
sea?
we're going to the bottom of a submarine. Space is incredibly dangerous.
And more dangerous. Okay, you understand? At the bottom of the sea, you're dead, right? Instantaneously.
You're dead. You're dead in
Any
space
submarine?
there. Yeah, you're not instantaneously. You're in a submarine.
No, you're definitely dead.
You got
at
it.
the bottom of the sea. There's no vehicle that man has ever created that can go to the bottom of the ocean, like the lowest point, deepest spot in the ocean. We're gonna say that it's not the case for this question. It's just
Right.
at the bottom of a sea,
At the
maybe
bottom, right.
Maybe a large lake. In
Right.
fact. It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
But if it was actually the bottom of the sea, you'd be dead.
Right. Two assumptions here. One, it says the rest of your life, so it's implicit that you have food and water, and you can
Right.
you
We're
can
not gonna
live
starve to
indefinitely, right?
Right.
But your view and there's stuff that could happen to you, right?
Right. I mean, I'm sure the submarine definitely has a window, maybe.
Right.
Certainly, the capsule has a window.
So
I don't know why the obsession with the window.
space is crazy because there's a radioactive storm that could blow by, and you're done.
I mean, you're constantly bombarded by radiation from the sun.
100.
Like one of the most common things astronauts complain about is they'll be asleep and then boom, big white light, and then
Yeah.
it's just gone
Right.
for a while. Then boom, big white light because you don't have any protection from that kind
Right.
of thing.
Debris. One little debris.
Oh yeah, literally
little
one
bolt
rock moving
that
at the
is.
speed of freaking sound.
Yeah, it's going and it cracks through whatever and toast. Right.
A micro hole. Apparently, I mean that's super common. Apparently,
Right.
I mean that's really
And
ridiculous. But
I have a problem. I need more whatever. I need someone. I need more toilet paper. There's someone that could be there within a couple days. In space, it might be 6 months before they get to me. Right.
it'd be there. Okay. Yeah, that's true. That's
Right.
I think that's a good call. If you, I like to assume that
The next
you're actually
window-
at the bottom of
Right.
for the submarine thing.
Yeah.
If that's, I mean, it doesn't really matter as long as you're submerged.
I guess.
they pull you up whenever.
But
also you could be in space, and in the orbit of Earth, and that's pretty easy to mess with you. You could just send a rocket up to nail you and you come back down.
well,
You could do all kinds of stuff.
if I needed some supplies, the window to come get me at the bottom of the sea is right now. The window to get me in space is probably in the next 3 weeks we can get up there.
Yeah, it's probably
Right.
I mean, I don't know what an emergency mission looks like. Like if you were a high priority,
Have you not
NASA
have
experiment.
have you not seen Armageddon with Bruce Willis?
I have seen Armageddon with Bruce Willis. Yes, but
That's
I do
what
not
an-
think
that's-
a factual representation of space travel.
That's what an emergency launch is. Built by the lowest bidder. Which one? I'm with the submarine on this. The submarine is far and away the less dangerous of the two. You could kind of make it happen. You're cramped
I mean,
either
let's
way because
uh,
every ounce that they send up on a rocket is $1 trillion. So it is compact.
That's
It is tight. The view is awesome, but you're
that's
gonna
true. But the submarine is
astronauts.
going to cost a lot of money too. It's not
Humanity
cheap.
does not do well outside of gravity and unprotected by
That's
radiation.
true.
They just does not well.
You don't have gravity. That's probably the biggest reason to not be in outer space for the rest of your life.
Right.
But think of the reception. that you would get in outer space. I'm going with outer space, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Think of the clarity in video that you would get without atmosphere blocking your reception.
I mean, yeah, you could get 5 bars all the time, I guess, right?
All the time. You were literally next to the satellite, which is relaying your signal.
Right.
Think of my Wi-Fi speed.
Right. You're. It's like, yep, there you go. There's your deal.
Imagine my Twitch channel broadcasting from space.
Yeah. See, look,
Every day.
I only get 2 bars here. I
Day
can get 5 bars
9000,
there.
Broadcasting from space.
Next level HD, right? Yeah.
Streaming from the bottom of the ocean.
Whatever, dude.
That one guy streaming from space right now. Come on, think about. Okay, you know how
Yeah,
some streamers
the
have an
hype would
outside
be
camera?
the hype would be pretty amazing.
Off the chain. You know, so if they have the outside camera, right? I could switch to literally space live,
Right.
actually space
Right.
live.
Right. You could go. Let's check the push-up camera. No, let's check the outer space camera.
Oh, I
Click.
can't even do push-ups. Can I have a treadmill? Can I have a? Oh, can it be a spinny thing?
Oh, no. Here's the opportunity for your pull-up bar. No problem.
Would you be exerting yourself? No, because you weigh nothing.
No.
Well, no, you are. You're exerting yourself the smallest
it's
amount.
just your muscle doing the contraction from here. It may as well be
Right.
just be doing this.
Right, you're literally just doing this, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you have nothing to push.
Right.
Oh man, can I have a spinny thing though? I would appreciate a spinny.
What's a spinny thing?
You know, so they have this on the space station right now. There's a room that spins. Super. I mean, that's super fast. You get it in it, you start spinning it, and you know, just like the Space Odyssey,
Oh.
it gives you gravity, and you run on that, walk on that.
Oh,
and
cool.
That, you know, lets you not.
Is it
deteriorate like
is it
a-
really big?
No, yeah, it's pretty big. You can stand up in it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
fairly large. Like you could make the entire base spinny thing.
So they've
theoretically.
turned us into hamsters.
We're basically hamsters in
Basically
space.
hamsters run around.
Yeah, ever
Right.
so slightly smaller.
Right.
Don't use muscle because there's no gravity. Yeah, no, you would definitely because okay, so you're still you weigh nothing, but you still need to input force to move your nothing
Yes.
because you're at net zero.
Right.
So you would
You
still
have
use
no
your muscle.
momentum, so you need some force to
You
to
need
make
give
some more
yourself
momentum.
to move.
Right.
Definitely.
Right.
Elastics are your friend. Oh, great idea.
Right,
Stress.
rubber bands and
That's
stuff,
exactly
and
what you would do.
Pulling your stuff.
That'd be great. I mean, we'd just be a 24/7 workout stream.
You have
I
to.
know. Yeah, you would just die otherwise.
Yeah.
We've talked about this before, I think, on stream.
Right.
How astronauts go through extreme muscle degradation, like.
Yeah, so there's guys, I mean, we send astronauts up who are in peak top elite athlete physical condition, and they come down and they can't walk. I mean, after like 2.5 weeks or something, they just experience so much bone loss and muscle loss, it's hard for them to even stand up because they just lose so much. And that is during the whole time they're working out several hours a day on the Aerodyne and all that.
They're forced to work out several hours a day.
Right.
And they still experience that muscle degradation, which
Right.
is absolutely brutal.
Right, it's horrible. So,
All right, I sent a YouTube link there in chat. That's an astronaut forgetting that gravity works.
right.
If you watch that link, that is like my favorite thing about an astronaut. You get so into I'm in space, you're literally doing something, and you know I have my pen here, I have my little figurine, whatever,
Right.
and I'm just like,
Yep.
why is that not there still?
Because
I didn't put any force onto that. It should be fine, just right
I'm
there.
just gonna put this up in space, whatever. and
Yeah,
that's
put it right there. I mean, what a workspace! Like literally everything is just like whoop.
Right.
Just have it. Oh man, it'd be so great to stream from space. I want to stream from space now. Think of the opportunity with props. You can do whatever you wanted.
Right.
It'd be incredible.
You'd have a hard time. Only the tightest fitting hats would stay on.
Oh, that's true.
Right.
No, yeah, you're definitely
Your
right.
stuff.
It'd
You
have to have-
would probably just turn your head and
tough.
it would fly off this way, right?
which would be even better. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yes. Look at him. His hat flew off. Wow, what an idiot.
Yep.
I'm in space. The
That'd be
space
pretty
desk
fun. That'd be
already
pretty
did
fun.
that.
I mean, a trip. You're right. A trip to space would be pretty awesome. This is for the rest of your life, right?
Well, I mean, come on. You gotta die sometime.
You gotta die sometime.
You might as well die being in space.
I mean, I
the
get
baby mask in
baby
space.
mask. Hideous.
Annoying as heck.
Yeah.
All right. Would you rather for a full year dressed like Spock from Star Trek, including the ears,
I'm just gonna.
or Superman?
Excuse me. I'm just gonna go ahead and mark the one that you're taking
wanna
here.
pick?
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna.
Right. Superman including the cape. However, I wanna address the Superman issue. Superman can look like a dude, but he's wearing his tights. Right. He's got the red underwear on the outside of his clothes and the blue spandex. with the red cape and a big S on it.
Uh-huh.
That's correct? Okay.
All right, so hang on.
There's only a couple people that run around like that.
Superman
And you don't want to be any of them.
and Santa Claus, right?
Are you showing it?
No, well, I'm grabbing an image of the new Superman.
Oh, there's a new Superman.
There is, and he does not have...
Badger streaming from space with Spock ears. Can we combine 4 and 5 together, please?
Yeah.
I'm making it big here.
Well, so the new Superman does not look as cornball as the old Superman.
Well, I'm thinking cornball Superman here.
Right.
Because I'm thinking cornball Spock, too.
And he does not look like...
cornball?
like
Cornhole? A lot of corn on this show today.
Cornhole.
Cornhole.
All right, there's Czechoslovakia, Czech and Slovakia. Check.
Oh, that joke is still terrible.
That's not...
Still absolutely garbage.
Okay, look, here's Superman. This is stud Superman. Right? So the big difference in the new one and the old one is the draws. The old one had red draws. And
you're right. No, that is not new. I mean, that looks pretty bad, too. To have as everyday dress when you're not Superman, that looks ridiculous. Also, I'm okay with that being the what you have to do. But before, he had red underwear on the outside.
Right.
If you can get old school Superman.
Right. I will.
He looks ridiculous.
I'm grabbing.
But he's Superman though, so it's kind of like okay, you have a distinguishing uniform.
Right.
You know what my problem with Superman movies a lot of the time is when they shoot him, his clothes are unaffected.
Right. He should be pretty much naked.
Right.
Because he would have been holding on all in it and his
naked real quick. I don't care what that's made out of. It's spandex.
Right. The clothes. Let me see. Do I have...
would be okay wearing that literally that every day. You know you get fired, right? Don't come back to work with that on again.
Exclamation point costume.
Funny the first time. Not the second time.
Yours
fired the third time.
The funniest thing
Fast.
Divorced so fast. See, there's old school Superman with the little draws, right? Little underoos.
The underoos?
Right. Okay.
Small is it? Ah, yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Right.
The
So
red panties.
there's that one, and then there's that one. Right.
Want to see him naked Superman? Why is there a naked Superman?
Then it's just an in shape dude. That's. I mean.
Oh right. Oh, I see. We're talking about the clothes getting burned off. But come on, it just bugs me. It's like when there's an action hero shooting in the movie, and he's shooting, and you can see the rounds coming out, but they're the full unspent cartridges coming out.
That's right.
It's like, come on.
What?
2 seconds of research.
Right.
2 seconds.
Right. And the other thing, what separates, it's okay. What separates an action star from a non-action star? It's not muscles. It's not necessarily courage. It's grip.
How they hold the gun?
No, it's grip, meaning I can hold on to the top of a moving car with my fingernails and not get thrown off. I can like Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible. I can hold on to the side of a flying airplane, the crack in an airplane, and not get thrown off, or the top of a speeding bullet train, a supersonic train.
You're talking about their characters, right? They're able to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's grip. That's what separates the action star. It's
so,
just, I mean, they've got to have just these iron,
yeah, they really hold on to stuff. That's true.
Yeah.
They just, I literally watched Blade Runner today.
Bruce Willis in Die Hard. In the elevator shaft, and he's falling, he catches by his
that's also ridiculous. You fall literally your entire body weight caught with your fingers.
Yes,
never.
Tips.
You would break your entire hand.
Tips.
It just like imagine landing on it, because that's the same.
Action
if
star.
If you were to land on your entire hand with your full body weight on your hand, you
stone fingers.
You break your hand.
That's right.
Stone fingers.
But that's how you know you're an action star is grip.
Well, see, at the end of Blade Runner, the hero doesn't have super grip. At the very end, he does break his fingers.
Oh my! That scene.
He doesn't even freak out that bad. He's like, "Ow!"
Oh no!
Ow!
Okay, that scene makes my teeth want to fall all out of my. I mean,
I felt like that would definitely hurt.
Yeah.
I feel like the character's reaction to having his finger burst, he was like, ooh,
no,
you stung me with something
Harrison
Ford
reacts the way that you would. He screams out.
I mean, Harrison, the entire movie, he's like almost dead the entire time. Like he is on the precipice of death the entire movie. Like the moment that's android, or no, what do they call them? Replicants. A moment the replicants get a hold of him, he's like, I'm dead already. He immediately gets beat up. He gets punched in the throat. Spoiler, sorry. He gets punched in the throat. I'm not actually gonna spoil the very end. Oh man, it's like a super old movie though.
Oh man,
Oh, there's a new one coming out by the way.
1982. You're not gonna spoil anything.
I think spoiler doesn't apply here. Anyways, at the very end, this action hero movie guy does not have the iron grip. He falls off the building.
Right.
So, there you go.
Look here.
I guess we know that. That's
Look
why there's a cap. I guess that's we know.
All right.
that he's
1
not an
minute.
action movie.
1 minute 25 is where the fingers break, and it's Rutger Hauer, and he.
This is a movie. You will definitely want to skip through most of this because this is a really weird movie, by the way.
Yeah. There's a movie clip. Shoot straight.
125.
And he breaks his fingers. Oh my goodness.
Ooh, my fingers are hurt.
Oh my
He's
goodness.
writhing in pain.
Oh my goodness. Blade Runner is a fantastic show. Yep, and there is a new one coming out. All right.
See, he breaks his first finger. He's like, ooh,
Oh.
ow.
Oh no. That's pretty much
Spoiled,
the reaction.
Someone dies.
All right.
Someone lives.
Which one are you doing? You're doing Spock, right?
Oh. Yeah, I'm doing Spock. I
Right.
don't want to be Superman. I think I could still pick up chicks. If I needed to pick up chicks, I don't need to pick up chicks. Caveat. I could still, hey guys,
Hey.
and you could be like, oh, Spock, yeah, he's dead. And you could kind of play off that, do a memorial thing. You could work around looking like Spock for a while. And Trek conventions will love you. You could manage. If you went places looking like Superman, people are going to think something's wrong with you.
Audience?
Audience? Spock, because everyone's a Trekkie.
No one's a Trekkie
Wow.
except for you.
That's my only rationale.
I'm going Superman, and I'm gonna own it.
You're
I'm gonna own
gonna
it.
get fired. I'm telling you, you're gonna get fired. You could maybe like grow your hair out.
I'll get a
however
new
years
job. I'll get a new job
I'll get a new job.
as Superman. You know who's Superman? You know who the new Superman is? That dude
Who is
right
it?
there. That dude.
No, I don't think so. That
Yeah.
guy's a weird guy who wears this costume.
No.
This
I'm
is
wearing.
something
I'm going.
extremely
I'm going this. I'm not doing old school Underoos
People
Superman.
aren't gonna think I'm a chiseled specimen. They're not gonna think Blake's a chiseled specimen. They'll be like, look at this guy for some reason wearing this skin tight suit that he does not deserve to be wearing.
Whatever.
I'm just saying.
Have you seen my shoulders?
You do not work out for a living.
I would if I had to
Superman,
do that.
dude.
That's how I would own it.
I
I've-
would if I was Superman and I had no job.
I would.
'cause got
I would
fired.
pin my cape up and I'd go hit the. I'd go
Would
hit
you
the
fight
weights.
crime now?
Oh no, that's
Definitely not
no,
right.
that's risky.
That's
That's
scary.
risky. That's scary.
Police aren't even got your back.
Real?
Like, if you get in trouble, you can't.
Guys,
really-
guys, did you know there's real bad guys out there? That's
There's
dangerous.
actually people who are extremely dangerous. I got stabbed.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Look at this.
Look at this.
Look
I
at
got
this.
actually they stabbed me.
It went through my clothes. It's not even supposed to go through the Superman
It
clothes.
never goes through the clothes ever. You never get stabbed. He bends. I
Guys,
made it.
911, come on.
Come on, bleeding here. It's really not that bad, but I feel like I could use some medical attention.
All right, I would own the Superman. I'd get fired, but I'd pick up a job. I'd do this, then I'd go out, work out.
At a carnival, maybe. I don't know what you do.
Yeah, I could do it. I could do the Superman. All right.
Go ahead, Superman.
Okay, it is time. It's time
I
to
believe.
open up the audience and get our takes on this thing.
130 responses?
How many, Shady?
134.
Yeah.
134. Highest ever. Oh, yeah, baby.
Yep.
Oh,
Did I
gotcha.
really vote for you to win?
Yeah, I think you did, yeah. you're the tiebreaker, nerd.
Dang.
I got the popular vote twice in a row.
Dum dum dum
you.
dum dum dum. All right, where's my thing here? Okay, I'm gonna move this.
Can you cosplay Superman though? Do you cosplay Superman? I guess.
I mean, that,
Yeah, I
and then I'm
guess.
putting the would you rather link on top
You'd
there.
be the guy you see at Walmart. You'd be the greeter at Walmart, dude. Welcome
Okay.
to Walmart. I'm Superman.
All right, that's the one from last time. Okay, Shady, let's
Shout out
do
to
it.
all the
All right,
Walmarters.
now first one. Would you rather live in a home without electricity, without running water?
I'm
This
calling a
was
slam dunk.
William.
Electricity on this one, right?
You said
Not slam dunk, but
no. You
something
said
similar.
without running water, you're keeping electricity.
I'm keeping electricity.
Right.
Yes, I'd
So you,
rather
so
have.
you chose
that.
without running water.
Sorry, sir.
Right.
Right.
I chose without electricity. I can always get by. I'll be clean and just cold or hot. So anyway, survey says
Easy one. Easy one. One time. Let Badger win. No extra push-ups.
One
No
t-
600 push-ups, please.
you're just gonna pile on. Poor bastard.
Please no. One time. What does survey say that's from, by the way? That's from
without running water. Winner, chicken dinner.
Yay! Badger did it.
Yep, without electricity.
Easy
I'm in the
questions,
minority.
easy.
Yes, 60.
Yay. You know what we should do? Oh, to make it more advantageous, maybe next time what we can do is we can pick and choose. So I go first, I pick the one I want. You go second, you pick the one you want. I go third, I pick the one I want.
We can do that.
Yeah. Because some of these questions I feel like are slam dunks, and that lets us say what we're more confident about.
Right.
Okay, let's do it next time.
Okay. All right.
Family Feud. Thank you, Jason.
Family Feud.
Jason,
okay.
Give yourself 100 stars. Oh, you can't.
You can't. You can't.
Just kidding.
Why don't you give yourself a
back miss.
All right. Would you rather at a restaurant have a table that rocks back and forth or a chair that rocks back and forth? We all said chair because the chair is more fun. Table is
chair's just more fun.
The table risks your drinks. All right. Survey says.
I'm not super mad about the table, but I think it's okay.
Let's see here.
All right.
Copy.
Okay. So guys, be wrong one time. Be incorrect one time.
No, it's me that you got to run. Everyone wants the chair. That's pretty. That's pretty simple. Everybody wants the chair.
Is it everyone? I mean, the
it's
electricity
mostly
thing was
what is it? 90
10.
10. That's probably
90 10?
Yeah.
That is the biggest.
That's the biggest margin
we've ever had.
Yeah.
13 people versus 121 people.
Yeah.
Man.
And I think
that is huge.
I bet you that I'm not alone in that. There are some other heroes out there that go, stop. I'm going to fix this right now.
Dads. Bottled water, dude. Easy peasy.
Freeze. I got this. Let's go.
I think I would just be like, it's fine. Let's deal with it.
Would you rather? Third question. Would you rather throw the ceremonial first pitch of the 7th game of the World Series or take the $3,000 cash? This
it
is
depends how many sports fans.
This is probably the turn. This is probably the turner right here. This is probably the game changer right here. If it's gonna swing, this is the swing vote. This is the swing vote. So you said, give me the cash right now. Put that in my hand. I don't care about sports ball. And I said I could probably turn that into more than $3,000 hype.
$3,001 you could turn it into, right?
You turn into, yep, and get some hype out of it. Survey says. And
come on, Bouger Man.
Copy pasta.
Come on, Bouger Man! Yes! Do it,
Boom.
Man!
Oh my goodness. It's a slam dunk.
Is
almost
it?
90-10
oh my God, again?
For the cash.
Yeah! The cash money! Get out of here, Clowntown.
Goddamn white people. What? That's racist.
that actually is racist.
That is racist. Look, no racism. Hey.
15 people against 119 people. I told you, Clowny.
Give me the cash.
I think it's a confidence thing, maybe, because I feel your position. I could turn it into more than $3,000.
Right.
Maybe you could do that. I feel like there's some. I feel like it's gonna be tough, but depending on your position, you could squeeze it in there. Bouger Man's so strong tonight. 2-1 right now. It's not. We're not too far ahead. We're doing okay.
Yep.
I think it's outer space one. I'm glad you have this one and not me though.
Yeah, probably this one might be one I lose on here. So, would you rather live the rest of your entire dumb life in outer space or the rest of your dumb life in a submarine at the bottom of the sea?
Yeah, your dumb life. You're not gonna have a great life.
Yeah, it's not gonna be great either way.
Boring.
It's gonna be boring or whatever.
I mean,
I said
you're gonna be different. You're gonna be
bottom of
Gandhi.
the sea because of safety. Space is definitely the blaze of glory type of thing, right?
That's how I feel about this question. You're basically dead.
Yeah, you're going out in a blaze of glory.
I mean, you're not dead. I mean, do you have internet? Is kind of a big question. There's a lot of we can extrapolate about. We could definitely have internet on either of these. Actually, bottom of the sea, you maybe wouldn't have internet unless you have like a cord.
There's big cords. There's long cords.
There's pretty big cords.
There's 50 footers that you can buy for like $6.
We could probably hook it up. I could do it right now.
I could solder.
Audio.
I could solder.
I can solder.
All right. Would you rather live in a capsule outer space or a submarine at the bottom of the sea? I said bottom of the sea with the along with the audience. Badger said capsule in outer space. I'm probably regretting my decision, but survey.
Right, are you feeling it right now?
Yeah, survey says it really is. I mean, hang on.
If you were underwater, you're just gonna see blue the entire time. Nothing's ever gonna change.
So
maybe
I said.
Swap your submarine.
I said submarine. The audience chose space.
Yeah, Bouger Man with the win.
Did you win already? Is that it? Yeah, you did. That's right. They did say space.
Bouger Man with the win.
There it is.
Oh, that's pretty close though. 85-49.
Not really. It's two to.
It's pretty close.
2 to 1.
It's all right though. I mean.
Bummer. All right. Deep water is just black and
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah, I guess
It's not
you're
really
right,
blue.
yeah. It's really, yeah, you're right.
So
Sorry.
space
It's
would
the lack
be
of light.
yeah, space would be the blaze of glory and the much cooler view, assuming you're dead. So. All right, so would you question number 5? So I lose anywhere. It's either 4-1 or 3-2. So would you rather for a full year dress like A, Spock from Star Trek, including the ears, like a geek, or Superman, including the cape, like a total stud? William chose Spock.
You need a physique to pull that off.
You
Is the
do.
thing.
Yeah, yeah. Look at me. Yeah. And he chose Spock. And said the audience would choose Spock.
Easy, right? You guys are Trekkies.
Survey says
Easy. Easy 4-1 for me. Not a swipe, not a clean swipe.
okay.
Blake got one right.
Sorry, I looked away for just a second. I couldn't tell.
I'm calling it right now that we got this. No problem.
Boom. It is Superman, including the cape. You suck, Badger. You wrong.
What? No way.
Oh yeah, the cape.
You guys are crazy. Oh, it's pretty close.
Yeah.
40 to 60. You guys are crazy.
3-2.
People don't have jobs. That's why. You don't have jobs. You're like me. You don't have any jobs.
My viewers are very fit.
Is that what? Well, I gotta say, okay. Well, your viewers maybe make
No,
up
I don't know.
a smaller portion.
Yeah, I
of
know.
This
I know.
than
I mean,
put you in your place there, Clown Town.
yeah. I mean, I'm all like.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions.
That's right.
I want to have them answered immediately.
Immediately. Good.
That's right.
I can't. I mean, I thought I was gonna slam dunk that one.
Bucket
Maybe
list.
it's nostalgia for Superman. I don't know. That's. Maybe, I don't want to look like a nerd. But you're wearing a Superman costume.
Dude, but I mean, look at. Yeah.
I mean, Superman is not supposed to be attractive, nor is he attractive.
What?
I would say. I would not be like, oh my God, Superman's here.
Clark.
I feel like for this question, the choices should have stuck to within their own universes. So for that, it should have been Spock against someone from Star Wars, and for Superman, it should have been against Batman.
Oh, maybe.
Or Batman, or Spock, or Kirk.
Right. It's pretty much.
That probably would've
But
been
then that turns into which one do you like more?
Like more.
Because you
Well,
or
I
do
mean,
you, do
I mean,
you-
that's kind of what this question is anyway.
that's true. Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah, because this is a
This is-
popularity contest.
this is
almost.
dress like, not like more.
But-
You're still gonna dress like the one you like more.
Yes, because that's kind of what you're doing.
I-
Who am I more okay with being?
I didn't watch Star Trek. I don't watch Star Trek
Good.
at all. I know nothing about it. I don't like
Divorced.
Superman, so I'd rather dress like Spock.
Good. Okay. All right. But good girl for not ever watching those. Good girl.
You guys kidding me?
Good girl.
I'm saddened right now, disheartened. But I think Shady is right in her speculation that it's a popularity contest more
Sure.
than a rationale contest.
Sure.
There. So maybe in the future, if we do things like this, we should just accept that as a popularity contest.
Maybe.
Who do you like more? Okay. But
Yeah.
notes for us. Next time we'll do also pick
3-2.
and choose. We'll play the pick and choose game, which is probably gonna make it harder for Shady and Clown. But
3-2.
get strong, Clown Town. I'll be pushing for the next like 3 weeks anyway. So
Yeah.
50 more honestly isn't
Yeah.
gonna face me.
What do you got? 580 or so that you owe?
580, I'm at right now, yeah.
That's insane.
The Twitter thing kind of got a little ridiculous. We've toned it down. Now there's a maximum on the Twitter rather than having to do 100 every 10 tweets.
Your 24-hour stream was pretty amazing.
Yeah, it was crazy. We did fantastic.
It was a great
Absolutely,
day. Would you
absolutely dominated.
did you say how much you ended up with for all told with tips and all that? Because you have a
Tips,
tip. Because usually you publish your tip goals. I don't feel bad asking about that, right? Your tip
no,
goal
no,
and
it's
your
fine.
thing.
It was $150 we made in those 2 days.
Awesome. Plus
Yes.
whatever the loots work out to be, plus whatever the
You're
YouTube
right.
works out to be.
Exactly.
Plus
yeah.
you got treat streamed. I think. Did you get? Yes,
I
Sam.
can't remember.
I think
We
you
definitely got tree streamed.
Yeah.
We definitely got tree
Yeah,
streamed.
you got sandwiched. I think, right?
We got sandwiched.
Yeah.
We got 200 follows, 213 follows, $150 worth of tips. Who knows how many subs we got on YouTube?
Awesome.
I can't really check that. So YouTube is weird about that because they have everyone. There's like a private setting that you can have, and a public setting that you can have. So it's kind of
Right.
if you follow and you're private, it doesn't pop up.
Right.
In Twitch, it doesn't exist, so it's not a thing.
Every time you announce a 24-hour stream, my attitude towards it is poo-poo.
I don't know. We talked about
And-
this immediately afterwards, didn't we?
And every single time I am wrong about that attitude. So there you go. I should.
You're not the only person who's like, Badger, why a 24-hour stream? There's a lot of, it's bad for you.
That's why.
You're not going to be attentive the entire time. Why not just do 2 12-hour streams? There's a lot of things
screws up your schedule.
But the reason, the exact reason that you're like, why a 24-hour stream is literally the reason that I do a 24-hour stream.
Yeah.
Badger Y. To provoke Badger Y is what I do.
Yeah.
Is what you should do.
Totally. It is, and it's also
Title,
why
Moonlord with 1 HP.
Yeah.
Expert Cthulhu. How? Why? What's going on? Inquisitive to this.
Right.
It's more monkey show than even normal.
Yeah. That's right.
No, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm all right with that.
It's why are you doing a no accessory run? Who would do that?
Is this even possible?
It is
My
possible.
favorite question for no accessory run, because I'm like, I'm doing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Freaking Moonlord, Betsy, Cultist.
Yep.
Accessory run done this Saturday.
Yeah. Cool.
Tell you what, right now,
That's what you got going on. Cool.
easy peasy.
So for
tomorrow is going to be another amazing sub day.
Yep.
We have left a sub server open this entire week, and the subs have gone absolutely, actually insane on this server. The things on this, it's going to be, so I was there last week, 7 days ago, but I'm not going to the same server. It is going to be ridiculous, honestly.
Ridiculous.
We might have gone a little bananas.
They went nuts. We have 300 platinum for everybody. We have
what?
Tons and tons of life roots. They went actually crazy.
Wow.
On the sub server.
300 platinum from everybody?
Not for each individual, but between all of us.
Between 8 of you or whatever. Still, that's a ton.
More than we'll ever need for the entire game.
Right.
They blew it up. So
that's
huge
awesome.
Props to them. After this week, I really want to have more cool stuff to do on this server, so I'll be focused on that at some point. Next Patreon goal for me is another 24-hour stream to say thanks. I've also decided that my Patreon goals will go through only if at the very end of the month, when it ticks over, we still have that goal achieved,
right,
rather than when
just
we hit it.
As soon as whenever you hit it and you peak at it or whatever, and then you go. Right.
Exactly. It doesn't quite cut it.
Carry it 1 full month and do it. Yeah.
Carry it 1 month.
That's the way to do it. Right.
Let's see. Monday is going to be multiplayer with Koala, which is going to be a class run. Oh no, it's going to be a feudalism run. We decided. Koala is going to be the king, and I'm going to be the peasant. Koala can't place or remove blocks. I can't deal damage.
Oh.
Expert hardcore.
Interesting.
All the bosses get hyper-renoed because I have never done anything like that. I like the idea of me putting the power in someone else's hands because I never do that.
You're right.
I never do that.
Right.
That is not something I do. It was a great suggestion from the viewers.
Yep.
So we'll see how that goes.
That's awesome. Hey, so I think you've found a play partner, right?
It was Bands for a while. It was my play buddy. Hey,
yeah. But
play?
like Koala's got something that Bands doesn't even have. Like I feel like he's more present in the game when I watch him. I mean, he's present in the game, but
he's better. Well, I don't want to talk about
Bands is amazingly skillful, but
he's amazing at the game.
He's amazing. Koala has a different.
Fantastic at being a streamer.
Yes, Koala has a different engagement being a streamer. Right.
Yes, Bands has an awesome personality. He's really good at the video game. He's great to talk to one-on-one. He's super fun.
Yeah.
Great guy. He does not really watch chat. He does not really interact with chat. He doesn't make funny.
That's what I meant
Koala
by
is
more
way
engaged.
better watching chat.
More engaged.
Koala's way more engaged.
Right.
Which is probably why he dies just as much as I do.
Yes.
And just as much as X does.
Yeah.
Bands is a lot better at being focused on the thing. Literally, during the Duke Fish Ron no accessories thing, I had to turn emote only chat on because chat is so distracting for me naturally. I can't pull myself away from chat to focus on the video game, even when it's life and death.
Right.
I can't do that. That's something that Bands can do. The Koala probably can't do that too. I also like Koala a lot because he has a lot of other things going on besides streaming.
Yes.
That he's focused on in the background. He does a lot of other cool stuff. Koala's a cool guy. Glad I met him. He's a good playmate. Yeah. Koala come out to play.
So for a long time you were pressing on me, hey, play with me, play Terraria with me, and you and I would make crappy play partners. We are fantastic talk show partners. Like this is a dream setup that you and I have. Like we play off each other so well in the streamer and talk episode, but if we were to get in and kind of play Terraria with each other,
it'd be funky.
It'd be
weird.
We would piss all over the relationship very quickly. Like there's some games we
Divorce so fast.
yeah
Divorce
divorce
so
so
fast.
fast. There's some games we do well on, like Viscera we did good.
Viscera's great for yes.
And
that's
the
an
bomb
interesting
game.
dynamic.
The bomb game.
Oh
that was-
yeah, keep talking no explosives.
that
That's
was
a
good.
really fun one. We did great on that one.
We
Yeah,
did
that was,
good
that was
on
really
that
good. There's another game I was thinking that we needed to play together. That was a multiplayer game.
Hide and Shriek.
Hide and Shriek is one of the ones. But that's one I was thinking of.
But we
There's another
can't
super.
talk to each other while we're doing that, because then
That's true.
because
but we
then-
can kind of. We can be like, hee hee. I'm gonna kill you.
but
It would
most
be
games you want to say what you're doing, and you say, okay, I'm gonna go
Right.
over here, I'm gonna do it here. You can't do that because now you'll give yourself
Yeah, right.
away, right?
It's easy bait as a streamer just to talk about what's going on right now.
Right.
I'm gonna clean up this area in this particular detail.
Right. So anyway, good. We'll do so. We'll continue that. We'll play together. But I am not your Terraria partner. I'm not.
I think it's probably for the best. So you've made a good decision to put me down on the Terraria things, honestly, because I think it would just end in disaster.
Yeah, it would. It would be bad.
Sunday is a charity stream on stackup.org, but also we were going to do something else on Sunday. Maybe more multiplayer on Sunday. I wanted to introduce another multiplayer day, so
Oh.
we might do more multiplayer on
You
Sunday.
got your first tippy top ultimate.
3. We have 3 people become $100 tier patrons
What?
in
I was there for your first one.
2 days.
Wow.
However, we need to talk about that next Thursday. 'cause that's
Really?
important. Yes.
That's
We'll keep
huge.
that. We need to push that aside.
Okay, okay.
Bring it up again.
We'll write down.
next Thursday. We have some talking to do about that.
Okay, good.
Patreon in general.
Really.
I think that's all I got. I think that's all the things going on for me. Friday,
right.
Saturday, Sunday,
So
Monday.
mine is every day is sub day for me.
Every day's sub day.
Every day's
That's,
sub day.
Again, the best part of your stream right now.
Yeah, is every day sub day.
Every day sub day.
So Wolf has a quest that we have done 11 of the 12 steps through. It culminates again on this Saturday. It is going to be something that spawns in. Let me put this in. William, it is $100 Patreons times 3.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Put that in for next time. So it's called the Mighty Quest, and it's these little 12 things that he's planted all over the
Right.
map for us to go
That's
kill.
crazy cool.
And if you were there the last couple days, we had a yellow bird go ham on us, kill Ash, kill his bird.
Oh my gosh.
Just. I started swearing on stream, which I usually don't do that. It was crazy.
Jeez.
But,
Can confirm. I was there. I
yep,
heard it.
Shady. Yep.
Awesome.
It was nuts. And it's been a lot of fun. So there is the culmination of that is number 12, which is going to be, I think he's going to spawn it in and control it himself. So he's going to be
Oh my gosh.
the beast, right? And we just got to kill
That's
him.
crazy.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Okay. Cool.
So we have to worry about non-AI decision making, right? So we kind of got to prep for it, right? So that's on Saturday. Friday night is we're gonna do some more shark hunting if Ash will use the right darts and not just try and kill the dang shark and me get mad at him again. And then one other thing that my subs have gotten together and decided, West Dude and Beast and Wolf got together and said, you know what would be awesome is if we had a clustered second server that had the other map on it, which is Scorched Earth, the other expansion, and since it's clustered, you can transfer back and forth between them.
Ooh, cool.
So we now have a whole second island that is available to my subs, and you can go back and forth between them. So at some point, we will complete the one that we're on, and it'll get wiped. We'll move over to a Scorched Earth play, and then we'll put the third map on, and we can go between the two of them. So my sub universe has just expanded, and thank you to my subs who kind of just said, hey, I want to do this. We're going to throw some months of money at it, and let's just do this. Let's all play together.
That's the best part about
was
the subscription
so
thing.
cool.
You want something? Yeah, let's just do it together.
Let's just do it together.
That's what we're here for. That's what we're doing. We're making the community together, doing the thing.
Yeah. And I mean, if I was playing with, some of my buddies, it would probably be something that we would get together and go, hey, man, do you guys want to do this next and do this? And we would go do it. This is just like that. And, this is the group of people that they're not going to screw you. We're all kind of on a team. We got some nice rules in place. We're all working together. It's awesome. It's a good playthrough. So if you like Ark and you like going to co-op stuff as a team and doing PvE, and with a little mixture of Wolf playing the
Overlord.
The
Evil
Overlord.
Overlord.
We've decided that he's a villain with a code.
Oh, right.
So
See,
he's not the Joker. Because
right.
the Joker has no code, right?
She's like, whatever. I just want to have
Right.
chaos.
He's more.
Wolfie definitely has code. He couldn't get away from code in his role playing someone without code.
Correct.
That's how hard coded.
Yes, he is hard coded. He's more like Dr. Freeze, where he is a villain, but he's focused, and there are
Maybe
some rules.
Two-Face?
Or Two-Face. There's rules that he won't break.
There's rules.
Right.
You live or you die.
You live or die. Right.
And he doesn't even kill a Joker, you know?
Right.
So.
Right. So there you go. Anyway, so he's so Wolf has been fantastic for us and has really given us a lot of cool stuff. And I know he is enjoying watching us squirm and struggle.
Yep.
And
he talked about it during his stream for sure.
Yeah, he loves
doing the thing. I mean, that's one of his main topics of conversation. Is talking about how he's doing the thing.
It's awesome.
He never gives it too much away. He's always a little really vague about it.
Yep.
About what's going on.
Yep.
Which is nice.
Yeah. Anyway, he's a good friend. Actually, go ahead and everybody who is listening to me, go shout out for the Wolf. Go follow him and give him some love over at the Wolf. He's a good streamer and a good friend. So there you go. All right, that's it. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks for being here, guys.
Shady, you good?
Oh, yeah, so
Good.
All right.
Stay motivated, because that's the most important thing. Stay awesome, because you know you are, and remember, stretch.
Stretch.
It's a trap! Okay then. That's it.